welcome Uncle John Graham to deliver today's Welcome to Country.
Well, what a pleasure to be here this evening. Greatest game of all. It's exciting to be here for the Indigenous round, but to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, men and women that have played the game with other Australians, it still remains my favourite game in all the sports here. And may the best team win tonight, but football, rugby league is the winner tonight. Bagel Yuan Jimbalungs, good evening friends. My name's John Graham, proud Kumba Merry man, saltwater man of the Gold Coast region. Our people are part of the Wadi Yugan Bear language group, whose lands stretch from the Logan River in the north, the Tweed River in the south, the other side of the Great Dividing Range, out past Bow Desert, up to a place called Teviot Brook in the north, bordered by the beautiful Pacific Ocean. Kumba Merry land stretches from the Goomera, the Coomera River in the north, down to the Tweed and to the foothills of the mountains. As it all welcomes, I'd like to acknowledge and pay my respects to elders, past, present and emerging, because it was the old people that fought the good fight in dark and desperate times, in order for people of our generation to work with other Australians towards a reconciled nation, in order for us to leave a legacy for our young people. But they are the bearers of the flame, the keepers of knowledge, and keep our culture strong into the future. I pay my respects to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people across this nation, and I pay my respects to the spirit of this land and her people, which includes all of us here this evening. Really enjoy the game, and may the best team win. Until we meet again, Naya Nanya Bu. Thank you.
So the playing groups break, and we are now all but ready for this first game of round 23. For Gold Coast tonight, Keanu Kinney will play at fullback, Dean Aramea and Phil Sami on the wings. Jojo Fafita joined in the centres by Jalen de Groot in jumper 20. The halves, AJ Brimson alongside Jaden Campbell. Up front, Mo Fodawaker and Tino Fa'asuamala Awi. Sam Verrill is the starting hooker. The second rowers are Beau Fermor and Josh Paxton. And the lock forward is Chris Randall. The bench, 4 of these 6 for Josh Hannay. Lachlan Elias, Ollie Pascoe, Adama Ho, Kurt Morin, Cleese Haas and Cooper Bai. For North Queensland, Drinkwater at fullback, Burns and Taulungi on the wings, Labert and Chester play in the centres, Clifford and Purdue in the halves, Neem and Tamalolo up front, Luke the hooker, Lukey and O'Donnell the second row with Cotter the lock, and the bench a choice of King, McKaylee, Lodge, Hess, McIntyre and Bateman. Adam G is the referee, Wyatt Raymond is in the bunker, and 2 teams that were hammered last week. Will we see some better defence tonight? It's a huge game, particularly for the Cowboys, who lost their spot on the 8 with that loss last week. And the Titans have only won 6 games this year, but their defence has been better. Wasn't great last week, and they'll be ready to show it was just an aberration more than the return of a trend. Cowboys kick off. Kenny takes the ball, gives to Fodawaker, and the Titans make the first carry. Fodawaker tackled 15 metres from the northern end. Fa'asuamala Awi with the second carry, just beyond the 20. So the Titans are running to the right of your radio dial. Verrill's in a dummy half blindside, given to Campbell and then to Fermor, who's dumped in a tackle by Chester, getting under his ribs, and Burns so to put him down. Titans out on the left, 1-man infield to Kenny, who's rocked. Great shot from Ruben Cotter under his ribs. Well, there's the captain saying, we better tackle better this week. An early statement from the Cowboys after their shellacking last week. Just beyond the 30, the next carry is made there by Randall. Now Campbell kicks downfield at the end of the set for the Titans. It's taken 15 from the goal line by Drinkwater of the Cowboys, and he gets beyond the 30 by a couple of metres. So North Queensland will start this set about 18 metres inside their own half, the first carry of the game for the visitors. Murray Taulungi takes the ball to within 10 of halfway before meeting the defence. Plays the ball, it's given to the right and down the middle third, carry up to halfway through the services of Burns. Luke at dummy half, passes to the right for Chester. 1-man run into the defence, taken 43 metres from the Titans line. Now back to left and centre field, Tamalolo down the middle third. And Thighs pumping for 3 and 4 post-contact metres before Ref G says, you're done, that's 5. Last play, Cowboys, 30 metres out. Drinkwater with the left boot, bombs to the skies. Kinney's going to have a running leap and catches brilliantly. He's taken straight as his boots hit the deck, and the Titans have got the ball, so 2 sets done. Clinton Chifovsky, 2 complete sets for these two teams.
Yeah, they got pumped through the middle last week, the Cowboys defensively. So just watching that first set, there's definitely a little bit of venom and whack in their defence, but they're going to need to do that for 80 minutes here tonight against the Titans.
Out of dummy half, Verrills gives to the right for Brimson, and AJ's taken down a dozen Titans side of halfway. Couldn't want for better winter conditions for a Thursday night game of footy. The ping for the first reset of the night, with ruck infringement against the Cowboys. Fasul Malaawi taken 5 from halfway. Now Fodawaker takes the Titans into attacking territory. Middle third and 48 metres from the Titans line when stopped. Verrills to the right for Brimson. Gives it on to Paxton. Nicely taken down by the defence. Paxton put down, 35 out. Blindside again. Verrills to the right. Brimson to Jojo for Fafita. Taulagi just clung on from behind to put him down. Played 18 out in the right. Verrills back to left and centre field. Brimson holds it, gives it to Campbell. Little short ball to Fermor. Met by the defence and stopped. Last play, Titans, 18 metres from the goal line. Blindside, they run it to Campbell. Given out to the edge. Kinney tries to keep it alive. It's a loose pass there. Sami reels it in, but the referee says there was a bobble and a knock-on in all of that. Handover, Cowboys survive, and we played 3 minutes without score here on NRL Thursday at Rabina. Clinton Chifovsky.
I thought he'd done well there, Phil Sami, but there was a little touch there from the Cowboys. Adjudicated a knock-on. Cowboys get the ball working it out over their 20-metre line now, Q.
And text from Rick in WA saying, can't believe after a result like last week that the Cowboys didn't drop players. Yeah, they've Niemans from suspension, O'Donnell playing, but Nanai out with a hamstring injury. Perhaps Sam McIntyre won't play this week. He's among the 6 that could be used on the bench.
After redemption, Q. After redemption.
Luke tackled 15 from halfway. Played to Taulagi, gives to Drinkwater inside the 40. He's whacked that beautifully with the left boot. Exquisite 40-20 from Scotty Drinkwater. It's gone over the touchline, 19 metres from the Titans line.
Oh, he's got some real X-factor, only the number 1 for the Cowboys. Heading to the Dragons next year, they'll be licking their lips. Dean Young, the coach down there, but yeah, he just knows how to pull a big play out when they need it. What a 40-20 that was.
So this gives the Cowboys an attacking set, and Griffin Neem rolls forward and puts the Cowboys to within 9 metres of the goal line at the northern end. No scorers yet. Luke directs it to the left, gives it on to Purdue. Now it's O'Donnell running into a 3-man tackle. Keeps going closer to the line, eventually stopped only a metre out, 10 to the left of the uprights. Back to the right. It's in the hands of Clifford. Rides a high tackle. Just slipped up. Play on. Flip the pass to Purdue. Rides a tackle. Passes to Drinkwater on that right edge. Gives it to Chester with a big fend. Tommy Chester runs infield and gets taken down by Verrills and also Fermor only a couple of metres out. Luke out of dummy half. Feeds to Tamalolo. Back towards where the ruck was. And Jason Tamalolo scores for the first time since the elimination final win in extra time over Cronulla a couple of years ago. It has been a while since Big J Tamalolo has scored for the Cowboys, but he scores the opening points tonight.
Oh, the old late cross to the big bopper off the dummy half, 2 metres out from the try line, still unstoppable. He just got nice and low there, Tamalolo. They couldn't stop him. 2 or 3 Titans hit him with everything they could. He just falls over the line, plants it down. 40-20 try. Great start there, Zano, from the Cowboys.
What a year he's had, Jason Tamalolo. There was plenty of people writing him off. I may have been one of them, but he has been absolutely awesome this year. They found a way to keep his training loads light so he can perform on the field, and wow, is he ever. 154 metres every game he's averaging. As you said, Q, it's been a long time between drinks for that try. 39th of his career, 300 career games. He would have loved that one, the big fella. And I tell you what, perfect start for the Cowboys, given they gave up 82 in their last match.
And I'll quickly correct myself. It was the qualifying final, not the elimination final. But anyway, 2022, that was the game where Val Holmes sunk the Sharks at Shark Park. First week of that fight, it earned that home preliminary final that the Cowboys got beaten by Parramatta. Drinkwater with the conversion out on the right, converts. A rare thing for the big man of the North. A Tamalolo try and 6-0 North Queensland after 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's just the start they wanted after the debacle of last week up in Townsville, so a real confidence boost to this team. As Zano said, they're looking for redemption, no changes made. These players need to sort it out themselves.
They've been eating raw meat this week, apparently, Clinton.
They've been eating each other.
They haven't wanted to go out to the supermarket because everyone was going to give it to them.
Campbell kicks off, Clifford catches, gives to the try scorer. And Tamalolo, 15 from the southern end, when stopped. Oh, he lost the ball. Hero 1 minute, 0 the next. There's sport, there's life for you. Even if you're a champion like Jason Tamalolo, it doesn't take long for it to humble you again. He's come up with a mistake.
I reckon he wanted to challenge this one, and they said, no, we'll give it a miss, big fella.
So they're not going to challenge.
It was a loose carry. Got a bit of a replay there. He would have done well to win that challenge. Great chance to bounce back here for the Titans. 15 metres out, centrefield scrum. Doesn't get any better, Q.
And they've split their men both sides here, with Kinney to feed. Brimson first receiver to the right, Campbell first receiver to the left. Farrell's off the back, gives to Campbell. Kinney's wrapped around there, well read by Burns. He came in to make the tackle. Crowd thought it was high, but the referee thinks otherwise. Great read from Burns. Now, Fasua Mala'ari receives for the Titans, and Big Tino has got 4 around him as he crumbles to deck. Left edge and 10 metres out. Played to Farrell's, pass to the right. Given from Randall to Fodawaker on a straightening run. And Big Mo crashes to the deck, 9 metres from the Cowboys line. Farrell's to the left, Fatino to Campbell. Campbell with a little shimmy, but Purdue puts him down. And JC to play it for the GC. Out on the left, 2 metres out, back to the right for Fodawaker. Neem there to meet him and make the tackle. And Fodawaker's pushed to deck. Referee G says that's 5. Bit of a slow play the ball as well, so Cowboys defensive line well set. Randall to the right to Campbell. Given there, great little offload from Paxton, but it's been knocked on by the recipient. Intended at least the recipient there, just went behind Brimson. So it's come unstuck, and the Cowboys survive. They lead 6-0. 8 minutes in, Clinton Tchaikovsky.
Backed themselves there, run it on last play. Maybe the option was a little kick, but good to see them backing themselves. I think AJ Brimson could see something on that right edge attack for the Titans, but well defended from the Cowboys.
0467 920 222 is the number to get in touch. Cowboys with it, just beyond the 20-metre line, played by Burns. Luke gives it to Lukey. That's Sonny to Helam. Out on the right, and Helam Lukey plays it. 15 in from the right, 15 from halfway. Back to the centre third for Ruben Cotter. And Cotter is pushed back by enthusiastic defence led by Paxton and others. Went backwards a couple of metres, plays it 10 from halfway. Luke jumps out of dummy half. Stopped just inside his own half on 5. Last play coming up for the Cowboys. Drinkwater shows fingertip control before then grabbing the ball and kicking it downfield. A bit of a floater. Kinney catches it, passes it to Eremia, who runs infield, and Dean Eremia attacking halfway between the goal line, he's defending, and the halfway line. Filsami, one man down the blind side just beyond the 30. He gets to his feet and plays it there. Kinney pops it up to De Groot, and Jalen De Groot still 15 inside Titans territory. Plays the ball to Verrills. Given to the right, Randall's had an energetic start. He runs it into the defence here, but 3 Cowboys to meet him. O'Donnell down low. Cotter was there along with Clifford as well. Now to the right, Brimson feeds for Feeder on the inside line. Jojo running lateral there across halfway, straightens, but Neem stops him. Ref says 5. Titans last play, 45 metres from the Cowboys line. A shallow bomb from Campbell will come down 20 metres out. It's caught by Taulungi. He's immediately wrapped up by Eremia. And the Cowboys will start this set 25 from their own line. North Queensland 6, Gold Coast 0. 10 minutes play.
Yeah, Jaden Campbell just jumping near the short side there in last play, taking that last play option. Probably not his best kick if he had that one over again. Would have wanted a little bit deeper. Really good field position here for the Cowboys on the 40-metre line. Tackle 2.
Tuning in from all over the place. G'day to Carolyn from Pardue Station in Western Australia. Thank you for your message. 6 again here for the Cowboys on a rack infringement from the Titans. So North Queensland, fresh set and 35 metres out. Tamalolo. He goes forward and is held up 29 metres from the goal line. The try scorer early on plays there to Luke, given to the left. Clifford, men in motion. Drinkwater passes infield to O'Donnell. Well read by the defence. Good first contact from Randall to put him down 20 metres out. Now back to the right-hand side. Drinkwater through the hands. Clifford onto Hillam Lukey. Had his ankles taken by a classic tackle from Campbell, 10 metres out. Played to Purdue, front football. Marcus disjointed. Purdue feeds Clifford, and Clifford goes in untouched. Second try for the Cowboys. And the halves combine off a messy defensive line from the Titans. Jake Clifford scores, and North Queensland lead 10-0 with a kick to come.
The men from the north, they would have come in with a point to prove. They would have been challenged by their coach. The people of Townsville, they started well here. First 12 minutes, they've had all the running, all the field position down that left-hand side. Their cue, really nice play. Purdue, great short ball. Jake Clifford, 5'8", but he has that real ability to run that out to inline like a good lock forward. That's a beautiful try by the number 6 there on here, Zano.
They certainly are, and they are targeting the Titans' edges, just like last week where Tamari Martin ran roughshod. You can just see the Cowboys halves keep turning the second rowers back inside and bringing the front rowers even onto the edge. Big run there, first off by Hillam Lukey, left the gap there. The group was trying to retreat, and then Clifford said, "Thank you very much," goes over almost untouched. And look, it's interesting for me, if I can just be a little bit facetious, two of the players who have probably not been Todd Payten's favourites since he's been up in Townsville, in Jake Clifford and Jason Taumalolo, have come up with the first two tries. I think they've been two of their better players this year.
Drinkwater 20 in from the right. Left boot raises the flags. He's 2 from 2, and the Cowboys a dozen to zip after, well, basically 12 minutes here. It's NRL Thursday on ABC Sport. When you're wincing, Clinton, already.
Yeah, a few worrying signs, isn't there? The Titans need to find their feet. I think they're the next to score.
Only the first phase of tonight's roller coaster. Mind you, roller coaster didn't even get into commission last week. It was like, I felt for Spriggy, who came to call the game with you.
It was very flat.
Yeah, it was. If you're going to ride the number one roller coaster, and it was day off for maintenance, poor old Spriggy missed out. What was it, all one-way traffic, 42-6. Well, might still be shut. Might still be shut if the Cowboys keep going in this vein. Taumalolo first carry, Neem second carry off the kickoff. North Queensland up to the 30. Couldn't want for better conditions though. Lovely night on the coast as Cotter decides to have a run, but runs straight into the co-captains of Fotuaika and Fa'asua Mala'awi of the Titans. Luke out of dummy half, passes right for Lukey, and Hillam Lukey taken a metre from the halfway line, 5 in from touch on the white. Luke looks blind, then open side pass to Drinkwater. Dummy's blind, and then open side pass to Clifford. He's tackled, flipped it out the back, kept it alive. Drinkwater's got it, 45 out and straightens. But the hole closes with the tackle there of Brimson and Fafita. Last play, North Queensland, 35 out. Clifford bombs towards the attacking left side. It's left at by Taulungi. He catches it and has to chuck it, hopefully to the wing, and it's over the touchline. He fell flat on his face in catching that, Murray Taulungi, leaping over Kinney, and then he was sort of a sitting duck lying on the ground and just hopefully threw the ball to the wing, and no one was there.
He looked like Superman there for a bit, but he just wasn't flying. He had no cape. It was a belly flop.
Ruth in Canberra texts, looks like they've swapped jerseys tonight, Q. Thanks so much to you and the team for the call. Try not to labour the point.
You know what, Q? This jersey the Cowboys wearing has so much significance because it's been designed by a lot of the kids at the NQ house up there in Townsville. But I tell you what, after we've got a penalty, I'll come back to it.
That's all right, penalty to Titans, North Queensland offside, as you were, Zona.
I know there's a lot of supporters, as much as they recognise the significance and meaning, they wanted that jersey burned after last week. But perhaps this week they're putting great spirits into the jersey, and it will be loved by the public.
So that's a much-needed penalty for Gold Coast. Gives them a bit of a piggyback downfield. Tap taken 10 from halfway. First carry, Sami stopped a metre inside his own half. 12-0 Cowboys NRL Thursday on ABC Sport. Fa'asua Mala'awi takes the locals to halfway. And he stands and now is ordered to play the ball. Verrills gives it off right shoulder. Randall to Campbell to Brimson. Quick hands to Fafita. That took a touch from the Cowboys. Knock on Taulungi. Yeah, as much as Fafita didn't catch it, or I'm pretty sure that's what the ruling is from referee G, isn't it?
Yeah, both or two. He's labouring on that right knee. It's heavily strapped. If he's a racehorse, you put him in a spelling paddock.
He's got more tape than the mounting yard of Flemington.
I think AJ Brimson's got a bit of a problem too. He seems to be struggling with that right arm of his, so we'll just keep the monitor on that as well.
So indeed, as called, it was a touch from the Cowboys. So Titans get the scrum. Centrefield and 45 out. Sami one man to the blind and left. He's taken 20 in from touch and 35 metres out. So the Titans getting to attacking position, trying to answer these first two tries to the Cowboys. Tino stopped on a rumble 23 metres out. Played to Verrills, given left for Kinney. Feeds the inside line of De Groot, running laterally across the 20 Talon De Groot before straightening and eventually driven into the deck. His back is slammed in an aggressive, overly aggressive manner from Helam Lukey. That's a penalty against Helam Lukey. I think there was the hand was a bit high around the neck chop.
Like a choke.
Yeah.
Wrestling, that was.
So tap and go for Big Mo. It's Fodawaker surging forward for the Titans, 3 metres from the goal line when taken. Plays to Verrills, runs left, feeds it to Tino coming the opposite way, but Fa'asumala Awi's taken by O'Donnell and Neem next to the padding of the post. Verrills now chucks it right, 6 more though with the Cowboys offside. Jojo Fafita rolls over the top of one. Oh, he beat Tomalolo, but the defence came at the nick of time. 3 stop him, a metre from the goal line. Played to Verrills, passes left, bit of a fumble for Randall, caught the ball but then caught by opposite 13 in Cotter, and Randall will play it centre field and 8 metres out. Verrills passes left for the Gold Coast. Campbell receives, gives it to Fermor on the inside line, steps through Cotter, straightens into the tackle of Neem, and Neem's got him, puts him down again near the upright, centre field and only 5 out. Verrills back to the left to Campbell, holds it, gives it to Kinney, draws contact back to Campbell, chucks it to the wing. Sami had to stop for the catch behind him, and as a consequence lost momentum and gets tackled. Only a metre out, the pass was just behind him. If it was good, he might have flown into the corner, as it is. Now back in the centre of the field for a straightening run from Randall. That's 5. He's taken 10 metres out. Last play for Gold Coast. Given to the right for Campbell. On to Brimson. Brimson grubbers. He's got Eremia flying, but unable to gather the Steeden. It was close to the touchline in the in-goal area. Eremia got a fingernail but could not control. And it's now out to the 24-7 tackle set for North Queensland.
Oh, the Titans extremely unlucky there. Did everything but score the try. Attacked really well on the left. Some last-ditch defence from the Cowboys. And then back over here on the right wing. Nearly getting a try, Eremia. Disappointing for the Cowboys. For the Titans, sorry.
Don't worry, I'm with you. It takes a moment sometimes.
Well, especially with the jerseys, dude. I actually got a text too. It's Bryce Mara from NQ Cowboys House who designed the jersey. The rest of the kids at the boarding house, they actually coloured the boots that you would have seen last week, Hugh.
Now Tomalolo's got the ball and tackled. Oh, offload. Went to Sonny Luke and he used it before he held it. It was a fine offload, but he just looked away from the ball as he was trying to catch it and he dropped it.
Yep.
A knock on from Sonny Luke. 2 tries already to the Cowboys. Tamalolo and Clifford scoring. Drinkwater converting both. 19 minutes played at Robina. North Queensland 12, Gold Coast 0. NRL Thursday on ABC Sport. With the Cowboys returning to the top 8 if they can win tonight, at least for the time being, depending on other results across the weekend.
How big's the game tomorrow night? Dogs versus Roosters. Can't wait for that one.
Yeah, that'll be a beauty. And as ever, all of them here for you on ABC Sport. If not on the wireless, remember ABC Listen and the green button. Take it around the world with you to hear all of the latter stages of this intriguing 2026 season. Fermor to halfway, now Fodawaker into attacking territory. Couple of surges down the middle from the Titans forwards. Played 40 metres out. Verrills gives it, Randall receives, passes to Campbell. He's rushed at by Purdue. Good read. Purdue makes the tackle on Campbell. 35 out in centre field. Verrills now passes left for Kinney. Gives it to Jalen De Groot again on that inside line. And he's taken on the run in field. 25 metres out. Last play now here for the Titans. It'll be Campbell. It'll be a bomb. It's shallow to the attacking right side for Feeders in the postcode. It ricochets off him forward to Randall. Randall was on a surge for the line, but the referee, Adam G, was in perfect position to see that had gone forward. Cowboys 12, Titans 0. 20 minutes to the break.
Spot on, you could be in better position there, the referee, but yeah, from up here it looked like it might have been line ball, but he's in great position, the referee.
Zach Labert's got the ball for North Queensland. He's tackled 15 from the southern end. Yeah, Thursday night always struggles to get the best of crowds, and the numbers have been pretty good here this year, but it's a bit low tonight. As Cowboys on play 3, 15 metres from halfway on the run there of Braden Burns. Plays the ball to Sonny Luke. Given on to Tom McKaylee, who's now out on the field. He started on the pine tonight, just beyond halfway. Played to Luke, given to the right for Drinkwater onto knee. Tackled by Fermor and Fa'asua Malaawi. 32 metres from the Titans line. Luke passes left, end of set. Drinkwater receives and bombs downfield. A high ball, which is caught by Clifford. Passes infield to Cotter forward. Cotter caught it, Cotter went in, but the referee again in absolutely perfect position, Adam G. Great call.
Ruben, you're offside, inside 10.
And offside anyway, in front of the kicker, but gee, give Adam G credit there. Those passes can be line ball, but the referee was in the perfect position to make that call.
Yeah, he would have got the call on the offside, but he's in great position on the pass to be ruled forward. And you're right, Q, he's one of the better referees of the competition.
So a let off for the Titans, or just a mistake from North Queensland, whichever way you want to look at it. It remains 12-0. 18 minutes left in the first half. Titans with the football. And Josh Paxton injected into the starting role tonight. He's taken near the Indigenous round logo, 5 inside his own half, and you can hear the wailing of the referee there. Six again, and there's the ping. Ruck infringement it was from the Cowboys, so fresh set for the Titans. Tino receives, bumps into the tackle of McKaylee, and it's a one-on-one wrestle between the big men. McKaylee puts his man down. Played by Tino, 40 out. Titans to the right. Oh, now change of direction. Campbell on the inside line of Fodawaker. Well read by the defence. Stop 32 out. Ball played. Verrills passes right for Brimson. Feeds the inside line of Paxton. And Joshua Paxton stop. 18 metres out. Past the left and centre field through Fodawaker to Randall, to Campbell. Left edge Kinney. Given to De Groot. De Groot puts on the Jets. But nice defence. Shifting out there. Purdue puts him down. Back to the right. End of the set. Campbell kicks for the wing. Looking for... for Fafita or Brimson, but in between them, a great catch taken by Laban. He gets up, he wasn't tackled, and weaves his way up towards the 20 before eventually being stopped 22 metres from the Cowboys line. Kick defused, great run back too from Laban, and it remains 12-0 Cowboys as North Queensland get to the 30 through Taulungi.
Oh, the left centre, spectacular there, Labour. What a grab it was. Starting to get a few tired bodies, Q, there for the Titans. Maybe looking for some substitutions down on the sideline. I think I can see Curtis Moran warming up, ready to go with the card.
Cohen Hess is out there. So he's been injected up to halfway. He goes for the Cowboys, plays it to Luke, given to McKaylee. So a couple of the big boppers off the pine, couple of good runs. McKaylee with a very late offload. Ref lets it play. It's a bit loose, cleaned up by Hess. He gives it on to Drinkwater, and Drinkwater's tackled for North Queensland on 5, 32 metres out. Last play for the Cowboys is a Clifford bomb. Shallow will come down 15 metres out. Leapt that by Taulungi. Immediately tackled by 3 Titans as soon as his boots hit the deck. Handover, and it will be Gold Coast's ball. 16 minutes to the break. 12-0 Cowboys. Zane Bojack down on the touchline.
Mark my words, if they're going to let Murray Taulungi continue to take these bombs, he will get a pass away. If there's a knock on at dummy half, no, Kinney's allowed to play on. I guarantee you they will get a try off a bomb if they don't, if they're allowed North Queensland to keep catching them.
0467920222 on the SMS. Send us your name, where you're texting from and listening in tonight, the start of round 23 NRL Thursday on ABC Sport. Cleese Haas is out there for the Titans. He's 10 from halfway on a run. Now Campbell with a little left foot step tries to go through, but the hole closes and he's stopped. 45 out from the Cowboys line. Last play, Verrills gives it to Brimson, who will kick this time. With his left boot, it's high and deep, a non-contestable, taken comfortably by Taulungi. Defensive left edge for North Queensland. Settled into a bit of a grind now. 15 minutes to the break. 12-0 the scoreline. Anything will seem a little bit, less energetic than the raft of tries that these two teams were a part of last week. 22 in all. Ruck infringement against the Titans here. Fresh set, Cowboys. Purdue 15 from halfway when tackled out on the right. Now Infield goes Chester on a one-out run from dummy half. 20 in from the right and 5 from halfway when stopped. Played to Luke, given to the left for McKaylee. Through the hands of Clifford to Drinkwater at the line. Now to the left edge for Labert. Oh, his pass. He's left it behind him. He tried to just flip it to the inside line there, and he almost batted his own pass out of the way. It's jumped on by the Titans, and Bremson's got it and plays it 45 metres out. He intercepted his own pass, Clinton. Is that the right way to describe it?
Bizarrest play I've seen for a long time.
His hand was out there and he sort of let it go and then tapped it again. Kurt Moran goes forward. Titans with the ball. Moran to play at 32 metres out. Gold Coast on the attack. Tino to the left gives to Campbell. Rushed at and put down by the Cowboys defence. Jaden Campbell to play it. 20 in from the left. 28 metres out back to the right. It's given to Fasul-Mulla. Are we in the centre third? And the co-captains tackled 22 metres out. 12-0 Cowboys. Titans still looking for their first points of the night. Off to the right, it's Campbell. Given to Brimson at the line. Pop ball on to Paxton. He keeps it alive. Back to Brimson. Right edge. Brimson's buzzing. Oh, his legs were taken by Drinkwater. He got free, but then jumped on right on the goal line by Lukey to save the try. Last play. Campbell kicks to the left wing. De Groot flies. It was touched as well by Burns out there, who got the touch. It's over the touch line. Knock on Cowboys is the call.
Good call, Q.
Yeah, we could see Braden Burns leaping there against
De Groot it was on that far wing, wasn't it?
So the Titans will get another go here. 10 metres out.
Just getting a replay of Brimson. How close did he go?
Yeah. Cleese Haas has tackled. 2 metres to the left of the uprights and 2 metres out. Now Tino tries to hit and spin. 3 Cowboys thwart him right on the goal line at the southern end. And the big skipper plays it. Ferrell's burrows just to the right side of the man playing the ball and is held up. So he didn't use him as an obstruction, but gee, try-saving tackle there from Thomas McKaylee to get underneath him. Great try-saver. Back out to the 10. 3 plays left in the set for the Titans. Pass left for Campbell. Give it to Cleese Haas, and again a settler down the middle third. This Cowboys defence leaked 82 last week. It's holding up so far tonight. Repeat sets for the Titans though. Left side Campbell onto De Groot. Hit and pass. It won't hold up now. Into the corner goes Philip Oss. Hold on. Well, Philip Sami has scored, and then for a moment he gave a gesture that he might have been hurt or might have dropped the ball, but the referee says try. That's far corner to us. Had to go with the body language, Clinton. That's 12-4 kick to come. I think he's okay.
He's still down. He's grabbing at an ankle, I think.
He may have hurt himself in scoring that try.
He's limping away. He's up on his feet.
So, yep, the try is good, although we're not sure how Phil Sami is. Nonetheless, he's trying to walk that out. 12-4 kick to come.
Oh, they've hit that left side attack. The Titans a couple of times now. Third time lucky. Some really nice shape. Nice passing out in front. Onto the footy. Through the extra man. And Phil Sami just goes in untouched on that far eastern side of the ground there. Zeno, they're back in the game. 12 push to 4 with a kick to come.
Yeah, he's still struggling there, Phil Sami. Just talking to the trainer now, saying he's trying to run it out. I'll tell you something else about that try. He's now only 1 behind Anthony Don for most tries for the Gold Coast Titans. Of course, he's going to the Dragons next year. He's got a 3-year deal there, and he's got 4 more games to be able to pass that mark, but he might even do it tonight. 84 tries now. Don's on 85. Who says Phil Sami with 13 tries for this season can't do it, Q?
Jaden Campbell is a metre in from the touchline that bears his dad's name. Out on the eastern side, 25 metres out, right foot strike, pure off the boot, but across the face, and no goal. Scoreline remains North Queensland 12, Gold Coast 4, 10 minutes and 47 seconds to the break. It's NRL Thursday on ABC Sport with Clinton Chafovsky.
Looks like they're going to run away with it there early on, the Cowboys, but they fought their way back into this match The Titans, a couple of loose errors as well from the Cowboys, has just invited the locals back into the game. But yeah, we've got a game on our hands here, 12 points to 4. They're starting to get a bit of momentum swing their way as well, the Titans.
Around the grounds in the AFL, second quarter, North Melbourne 7-1-43 lead the Western Bulldogs 5-4-34. On the text, g'day to Barb from Rocky. Yes, I'm with you with the jerseys messing with your brain. Brian from Dimpoola is on the same line as well. Yes, the Titans in the deep blue and the Cowboys in the aqua blue tonight, courtesy of those brilliant, albeit somewhat confusing identifiably, Indigenous jerseys. Out of dummy half, see Ollie Pascoe's out there now, started on the bench. Titans working their way upfield. He gains a few, and now forward goes Aramia, and then given to Moran down the middle third. Good set so far off the kick-off for the Titans. Moran's only 5 from halfway. Now Gold Coast going to attacking territory on a run with Tino. He sort of explores the left edge, but gets taken down on 5. 20 in from the left, 42 from the goal line. Last play is a blindside pass to Campbell. He will bomb deep. Drinkwater, with no real contest around him, leaps and catches. Diffuses the bomb, takes the tackle. North Queensland to start this set, 11 metres from their own line. Given to Burns infield. He palms away from a couple, runs back towards the wing, but meets the tackle of De Groot and also Pascoe. 9 minutes, 40 seconds left until half-time. North Queensland lead 12 points to 4. Cowboys with it on a run there from Chester to the, midway goal line and halfway. Now McKaylee eats up 10 metres down the middle. Good ball, quick ball playing there, left edge, given to Taulungi, runs infield. He's tackled on 5. Cowboys 2 inside their own half. Last play for North Queensland is a right boot kick deep from Clifford. And that's almost into the in-goal area on the full. It was interesting there. I reckon Phil Sami, because his knee's sore, he didn't trust himself, Clinton, to plant his leg and straddle the line to get the 20-metre restart there, Chock.
You're spot on there, Q. He thought about it, and I reckon he felt how ginger that knee was, or ankle, whatever it is in the leg that's injured, and he thought, no, I'll just play it safe here, take the grab and get myself back into the field of play.
Kenny hits it with speed, gets past Clifford before being tackled. 8 inside his own half. Labour makes the tackle, blindside, quick play the ball. Pascoe passes to Brimson, beats one. Then the pass is tapped down by Luke and jumped on by Pascoe. He's tackled. 6 more for the Titans on that little touch from the Cowboys, number 9. So Tino with a straightening run. Tackled around the ankles by Hess. Centre third, 28 metres out. Pascoe directs it to the left to Moran to Campbell. Harbour Bridge to the edge. Oh, it was not a good pass, and Sami's not fully fit out there. So it missed the target, and then Sami was lame trying to chase it down and make it good, and it's gone over the touchline.
He looked like me trying to bend over and catch that one. Holy bloody hell, bugger.
Say no, down to you on the touchline. Why have they kept him out there?
You're still fitter than me, Chock. I'll give you that too. Yeah, look, he is struggling out there, but you know what? He's tough, Philip Sami, and when you can see the end of the road here at the club and you've got that try-scoring record, why wouldn't you want to stay out there?
8 minutes left in the first half. Cowboys lead 12 points to 4, and they've got the football down at that southern end, 25 metres from the goal line they're defending. Played by Labert. Now forward goes Johnny Bateman's back in the team. He's had that long time out with a hamstring injury, so he is playing tonight. We knew he was a chance. He's back out there for the Cowboys. Purdue directs it right, given to Chester, and Chester's tackle. 10 in from touch on the right, 5 from halfway. Purdue passes infield to Burns. Burns takes North Queensland just beyond the halfway line. He's tackled on 5. 45 metres from the Titans goal line. Last play for the Cowboys here. It's a Drinkwater bomb, high and deep. Kinney, with no real challenge around him, takes the catch. 5 from the goal line, runs infield, meets the defence, and Minnie Kinney will play the ball and start the set for the Titans. 11 from his own line. 7 minutes to the break. Cowboys lead at 12-4.
7 minutes remaining already. This first half has flown by, but full credit to the Titans. They've done well to get themselves back into this match and really testing the Cowboys here in this first half.
Fafita taken 20 from the goal line. Now Sami running in a straight line's not really a problem for him. Charges into the defence there, takes the tackle on his 30. Played, directed to the centre of the field from Moran. He's put down, 11 from halfway. Now it's a Pascoe passing back left to Campbell. Kicks downfield at the end of the set. Drinkwater tracks to his right and catches it. 15 from his own line. Kick return gets to the 30 before meeting the defence. Good kick return, and eventually Cleese Haas is there to make the tackle. Cowboys a bit slow to get back on side, but Burns, his pass almost put Clifford through a hole. Good tackle. Brimson needed to make it, or Clifford was into the backfield. But the markers are tardy. Burns pinches an easy 10. Good set so far from the Cowboys. Burns to halfway. Play to Luke. Given to Purdue in the centre third. Now to McKaylee running a little laterally, fending and now straightening. Drew 3. Offloaded out the back. 2 Cowboys were looking elsewhere. And luckily for North Queensland, Sonny Luke got onto it. They were not expecting that pass, and they've lost momentum and ground because of it. And Drinkford are now tackled on a straightener. He's 5 attacking side of halfway. Last play called by referee G. High, deep kick from Clifford at the end of the set. Right to the goal line. Kinney, he did ground his foot, but he couldn't ground it on the goal line. It was just in the field of play. Kinney tackled 11 from his own line.
He knew what he was trying to do. Those little legs were just a little bit too short, but the changes here from Josh Henner have been astute, especially Curtis Moran. His energy in and around the ruck, both in attack and defence, have been real.
Campbell's made a mistake on a bad pass.
That hurts.
It was a half-volleyed scum ball to his shins, which he's knocked on. Now, who was the server? Just didn't pick up. Was Brimson in at dummy half there?
I think it was AJ.
Yeah. So, Jaden had the right to catch it, but at the same time...
He was off and away.
Yeah, Brimson, it was a floating mung of a pass, which bounced for 4. So this gives the Cowboys a chance. Centrefield scrum. 15 out. Leading 12-4. Purdue receives 1 man to the right. Jackson Purdue with 3 around him and held up and pushed back. But the Cowboys poised to strike here. 4 minutes to the break. 6 more here. You hear the call of referee G. 12-4 the lead to North Queensland. Cotter decides to take a straightener. And Reuben Cotter's only 2 metres out. Just left of the uprights when tackled. Plays the ball to Luke. Passes right for Clifford. Given on to Hess. Draws 2. Pops an offload read by De Groot. He's pinched it. He's tackled. And the turnover goes the Titans' way. Plays the ball quickly. Kinney receives on a bursting run and taken midway goal line and halfway. Great play from Jalen De Groot. And this offloading game of the Cowboys has just got a few little wobbles in it, Clinton.
Oh, it has. Jalen De Groot playing left centre for the Titans. He's had some really good involvements both in attack and defence. He's done a great job here this evening.
Cleese Haas has got it for the Titans. He's on his 30. 3.5 to the break. Out of dummy half, well, Pascoe just used the man in front of him as a bit of a blocker, NFL style. Penalty didn't come. He's taken 5 from halfway. Now Moran goes beyond the halfway line for the Titans as they get back into attack. 48 from the goal line. Blind side. Pascoe gives to Campbell. Feeds the inside line of De Groot. Pass. Then Kinney chucked it to Cleese Haas, who wasn't expecting it. It bounced in front of him, and he knocks it on as well. Oh, boy, there has been some sloppy service from the Titans with their passes the last couple of minutes.
Starting a little bit loose. That one was a little bit harder than the Jaden Campbell one. It really double bounced at his toes. The big front rower in Haas getting a replay of Josh Henner up in the box with his hand over his face. They've done so well to fight their way back into this match. They'd be shattered if they give a try away with 2 minutes remaining.
Big chance for the Cowboys. Centrefield scrum, halfway. Chester takes it on the right side. Gains 8. Now back to the middle third. And Thomas McKaylee, that's an offload that works. Got it into the hands of Luke. Luke on the 30. Passes to the right for Purdue. Out to the wing for Burns. Takes a tackle, but got the offload away to Chester. Chester straightens it up. He's tackled only 18 metres out. Cowboys on front foot. Luke looks open. Passes blind to Purdue. Gives it to Lukey, who steamrolls over one defender and gets into the in goal, carrying a couple of others as he planted the ball. Adam G, what say you, referee? Yes, it is a try for North Queensland. And Helam Lukey, I think he was cast manager and sent De Groot in the role of speed bump. Went over him and gets into the corner for 16-4 Cowboys. Kick to come.
Yeah, Jalen De Groot, we give him a rap early, but just defensively there, got stuck against the big man. He ran straight over the top of him there, Lukey. Oh, look at that, whooshka.
Bang.
He'll be looking under the bed for Helam Lukey tonight when he goes home.
And
And that comes off the back of that error as well, Zano. Sorry, just because Keanu Kinney just threw a really loose pass back on the inside. Police Hash dropped it. That's a try for all money.
Yeah, the interesting thing is Jalen de Groot, I'm just having a look here at his weight. He's only 81 kilos, and you've got Jaden Campbell beside him is only 80 kilos. That's 160 kilos trying to bring down these big men. Now, here, Lukey, he's not overly big. He's only 103, but he's a lot stronger than those two blokes, and he just said, get out of my way, and over he went. So maybe they're not the best two blokes to be defending beside each other, having two wispy blokes, I think, in de Groot and also in Campbell.
Yeah, very, very good descriptive term. Now, Adam G's just taking a while before, hold on. Yeah, just taking a moment to make sure there wasn't any obstruction line or there was no knock on there from Lukey.
The longer they go, Q.
Yeah, White Raymond's in the bunker and he must be having a good look at this. So Drinkwater's got the
Cowboys happy. Look at them. They're back in their half.
Walking on late. It's confirmed, Scott.
It's confirmed. So that's in the book for Helen Lukey's 9th try of the season.
I was willing it for the Titans. Just couldn't get it over the line for them.
And Drinkwater, 2 from 2 on the night. 12 on 19 for the season. Back in that full-time kicking role for the Cowboys. It's a left-to-right draw, which is a beautiful kick. Drinkwater with the sideline conversion. He's 3 from 3. North Queensland 18 lead Gold Coast 4. We've got 27 seconds left in the first half.
Goal kicking's huge, isn't he? He's kicked 3 from 3. Isn't that extra buffer? Jaden Campbell missing his one shot really opens it up. 14-point difference in the first half, and that'll be all she said.
Well, enough time for Campbell to kick off and maybe 2 plays. Drinkwater catches it and says, I'm giving it to the man on my right. That's co-captain Cotter, or sole captain while Tom Dearden's still in the injury ward. Still a question mark as to when he will return, but we expect him back before the finals. And second play, Cowboys just beyond the 20. Inside the final couple of seconds of the half, they try something cute here. Purdue's got it. He's always someone who can create something from nothing, stepping out of tackles on the 30 and then wrapped up by the tackle of Ollie Pascoe. And that ends the first 40 minutes on NRL Thursday at Robina on ABC Sport. And the North Queensland Cowboys, with the tails between their legs all week and embarrassed by the Roosters at home this time 7 days ago. They go to the sheds here, 3 tries to 1 in front. 18-4 is the scoreline in favour of North Queensland. Taumalolo, Clifford and Lukey, the try scorers. That's right, Jason Taumalolo, his first try in the NRL since he scored in the extra time qualifying final victory over Cronulla back in 2022. That was a while ago. Drinkwater's kicked 3 from 3. And for the Titans, Phil Sami edges closer to Anthony Don's club record. He scored in the left corner. Campbell failed to convert. And that's the only points for the Titans. So try on 6 minutes and 12 minutes for Cowboys 12-0. On the half hour, Sami's try for 12-4, and then just that minute before the break there for Lukey going over. In the right corner, Clinton Schifofsky. What say you after 40 minutes of footy here on a Thursday night at Robina?
Yeah, the Cowboys coming with a point to prove after the shellacking last week, and they flew out the box, Q. They looked really sharp. Raced out to a 12-point lead. I was a little bit worried about the poor old Titans that it might have been a slaughtering about to happen, but they did well. They fought themselves back into that first half. Josh Hannay made a few changes that really helped. Curtis Moran coming with some good energy. Got the try on that left edge. Jalen de Groot's threw a really nice pass to Phil Sami, and they were in the grind. They got themselves into the match, and then there's just a couple of really loose errors off a couple of poor passes. I think one was AJ Brimson, the other might have been Keanu Kinney, and off the back of that, it just compounded. They let in another try in the last 2 minutes, and that one really hurt them. So it's a long way back, but I think the Titans, they can just tidy up a few areas of their game, keep that energy off the back of Curtis Moran, Cleese Haas. I think they've got the points in them here to make a game of this in the second half.
Good on you, Clinton. Clinton Schifofsky with you at half-time. Cowboys 18, Titans 4. Keep your messages coming on 0467 920 222. 0467 920 222. Joy's happy from Ipswich. Up my Cowboys. Peter texts, sorry Q, I absolutely love the jerseys and have no trouble picking out my Cowboys. From Peter in Mackay. Yeah, it's easy enough that, when you know which is your team. But for casual observers who would be looking, the games are consumed in a lot of different ways. I often think when you're out at a restaurant or even a pub or a club, a lot of people, just look at the screen.
Talking, drinking, socialising.
Yes. The game is still consumed, not as deep a level as we consume it, or many of you listeners may. But, quite often I get casual observers say, oh, what happened here or what happened there? But we reckon there'll be a few mucking them up tonight. Nonetheless, thank you for your observations, Peter. 0467 920 222. In the AFL second quarter, North Melbourne. Oh, they've got a big story brewing there. Western Bulldogs inside the top 10, expected to win tonight, but North 10-62 lead the Bulldogs 5-6-36. We'll keep you up to date here. If you want to hear it, it's on ABC Listen on the red and blue button. Okay, Choc, we'll take a spell. That's halftime here on NRL Thursday. We haven't really had any rocking and rolling in the rollicking roller coaster yet from Robina, but there's 40 minutes to come.
Anything could happen.
You never know what you're going to get. Cowboys 18, Titans 4. More from NRL Thursday on the Gold Coast after a trip to the ABC newsroom.
ABC News with Melanie Scott. Myanmar's military ruler Min Aung Hlaing is conducting his first official visit to Thailand since he overthrew the elected government of Myanmar in 2021 as he works to end his regime's diplomatic isolation. The BBC's Jonathan Head has more.
This is a man who's not been able to travel to fellow Southeast Asian countries since he overthrew Aung San Suu Kyi's government. He's been an international pariah because he's caused a real crisis for them. Thailand's got a 2,500 kilometre long border. A lot of the civil war that was ignited by the coup is spilling over that border. And Min Aung Hlaing has point-blank refused to honour the promises he made after the coup that he would de-escalate violence and start negotiating with the opposition. But I think there's been a growing sense in several countries, but particularly in Thailand, that Min Aung Hlaing is not going anywhere.
There are concerns FIFA has lost the trust of the wider football community as President Gianni Infantino faces mounting calls for resignation. He became increasingly unpopular in the wake of a failed plan to sell off stakes in FIFA competitions to private investors, a move widely condemned by member associations before ultimately being scrapped. FIFA has thrown its full support behind him ahead of the next presidential election in March. Former Socceroo Bruce Jittay says the body has a lot of rebuilding to do.
This is an organisation that had to do a mountain of work on the back of the corruption scandal that brought down former President Sepp Blatter. They've done that work extremely well, but it just shows the damage that's come to the FIFA brand on the back of a couple of Infantino errors.
Environmentalists are calling on the federal government to hold firm against pushback on laws regulating new data centres. The federal government wants to mandate proponents underwrite renewable energy generation to power their data centres, while the federal opposition says that's not practical. The Northern Territory and Queensland governments have also pushed back against the Commonwealth's plans to have national mandatory standards, while the Energy Minister, Chris Bowen, described it as a race to the bottom of an attract investment. Environment Centre NT Executive Director Christy Howie says while they want more on detail on the proposed laws, they are promising.
I have no doubt that there's intense lobbying by different sectors of the energy industry happening right now, but we want to take him at his word. He's made it very clear that renewables are the answer, that renewables should power data centres.
There are hopes that Australia will invest more in safety measures against artificial intelligence as the technology continues to develop. It comes as the UK's AI Security Institute finds 2 artificial intelligence models that created fake human profiles to try to trick people in attempting cyber attacks, and then in the most serious case hid the evidence. Chief Scientist at the University of New South Wales AI Institute, Professor Toby Walsh, says governments must take civilian safety into their own hands.
It's problematic that we're relying upon the goodwill and the diligence of these companies to uncover these problems. So I was pleased to see that it was the government agency that actually found the latest example. Australia's just started to invest in its own AI safety institute as well. Hopefully they'll start to be reporting these sorts of capabilities themselves.
Former Today Show presenter and journalist Brooke Boney has told a federal racism inquiry that she was forced to leave the media after receiving physical threats and the doxing of her email and home address. Ms Boney was one of a number of First Nations journalists to give evidence before the National Inquiry into Racism, Hatred and Violence against Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in Melbourne. Ms Boney says the threats she received after voicing her perspective on changing the date of Australia Day were menacing and left her terrified. She said the impact of incidents like these influenced her decision to withdraw from the media.
Realising that perhaps the impact that I'd hoped to have in sharing alternative perspectives was probably being overshadowed by how dangerous and uncomfortable it was to share those views.
Experienced Socceroo attacker Awal Mabil has returned to the A-League, signing with Melbourne City for the next 3 seasons. Mabil arrives from the Spanish leagues, bringing an end to his 11-year stint in Europe after breaking through domestically with Adelaide United. The 30-year-old has made 39 appearances for Australia, scoring 10 goals representing his country and at consecutive FIFA World Cups. This is ABC News.
Every community has stories worth sharing. ABC Your Say is your chance to join the conversation. Tell us what's on your mind. Visit abc.net.au/yoursay.
The 2026 NRL Premiership.
It's Indigenous round.
Only a couple of metres out. Luke out of dummy half. Feeds to Tamalolo. Back towards where the ruck was. And Jason Tamalolo scores for the first time since the elimination final win in extra time over Cronulla a couple of years ago. It has been a while since Big J Tamalolo has scored for the Cowboys, but he scores the opening points tonight. 10 metres out. Played to Purdue, front football. Marcus disjointed. Purdue feeds Clifford, and Clifford goes in untouched. Second try for the Cowboys. And the halves combine off a messy defensive line from the Titans. This Cowboys defence leaked 82 last week. It's holding up so far tonight. Repeat sets for the Titans though. Left side, Campbell onto the group. Hit and pass. It won't hold up now. Into the corner goes Philip Oss. Hold on. Well, Philip Sami has scored, and then for a moment he gave a gesture that he might have been hurt or might have dropped the ball. But the referee says try. 18 metres out. Cowboys on front foot. Luke looks open, passes blind to Purdue. Gives it to Lukey, who steamrolls over one defender and gets into the in goal carrying a couple of others. Adam G, what say you, referee? Yes, it is a try for North Queensland.
The 2026 NRL Premiership.
It's Indigenous round.
Highlights of the first half where North Queensland scored 3 tries to 1 and the Cowboys desperate to try and resurrect their push for the finals in 2026. Well, the first 40 minutes has been as asked for in the North after that embarrassment last week. 18-4 for North Queensland over Gold Coast. My name's Quentin Hull. This is NRL Thursday on ABC Sport. I'm calling alongside former Origin representative Clinton Schifofsky with Zane Bojack down on the touchline on what's a crisp yet gorgeous night for footy on the Gold Coast. Your texts coming in, keeping us entertained as well. G'day to Sharky Todd. He's listening to Cowboys v Titans while having lunch on the beach in Lesbos in Greece. That Listen app gets you all around the world, Clinton.
Half your luck. We're jealous.
Sharky Todd. Probably a little bit of a Euros or something like that. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Yeah, good on you. G'day to Pete Coventry in Townsville, who he says when the Cowboys are in front at halftime, they get to have a drink. This is the guys up there that do a podcast, and they gave me a scarf. I met them when I was up there a couple of years ago.
Yep.
Yeah, they give me a few jobs as well, which I can't read out on air. But yeah, good on you, Pete. It's nice to hear from you with a couple of emojis. Thank you. Hi to the amazing Ali who texts, evening guys, enjoying the game. And even though the colour of the jerseys throw you off a bit, they look so good. The Go Cowboys from amazing Ali. Yeah. Feeling mudgy, reckons the white shorts and blue shorts. The light and the dark socks. Looks okay. I'm starting to confuse myself now. It's Kai listening through the radio from Mossman and little brother asking for a shout out. Well, I'll give you the shout out, but thank you to little brother of Kai. Evening Q and Clint from Burbank, heading northbound from Gilgandra. Go Cows. Well,
right back at you.
Where do we, if we were ranking sort of top draw to bottom draw of NRL footy in 2026, where's that one sit, Clinton?
We're at the lower end of the scale, but we're only 40 minutes in.
Yeah.
Josh Hannah would be disappointed they let that try in late. They've done well to fight their way back into the match. As I said, in the wrap-up, just leading into half-time. They've got points in them. They've got Oli Pascoe out there now. He's not afraid to run out of dummy half, so put themselves on a little bit of a roll. I've got some numbers from Brad Talon. The interesting one was tackles in the opposition half. So the Titans actually had a lot more of the field position. They had 46 tackles inside the Cowboys half compared to 23 the other way around. So that's an interesting one.
So what was that number again? It was
46 tackles
in attacking territory compared to only 23 for North Queensland. Twice as many. So North Queensland returning to the field. Just repeating, they still have a bye in their final month. So it's Parramatta next week at Western Sydney Stadium, then the bye, and then 2 home games to finish against the West Tigers and Canberra. So they're 11 wins. They get to 12 with a bad for and against tonight if they get up, depending how many points they put on. But yeah,
they should seriously think they can win all their remaining games and obviously get the 2 points from the bye.
Well, if they win all 4 from here, they'll be 15-9, which will be
well in the top 6.
In the top, chance still for a home final. So, and of course, the Titans only with the 6 wins for the season, but this starts a big chunk of basically home games to finish. Their only travel is next week where they go to the Hunter to play the Knights. And then because of the Asian Cup football taking the venue earlier in the season here, that's why the Titans have got a big lock of home games at the end, with the Sharks, Rabbitohs and Dolphins to come in the last 3 weeks. Second half is underway. Titans kick off. Hess brings the ball forward for the Cowboys. Tackled 12 metres from the northern end. And their second 40 begins with North Queensland holding on to an 18-4 lead. Bateman's second carry beyond the 20 as the Titans now defending to the right of your radio dial. So Cowboys attacking the south, Titans the north. As Lukey receives the football. Taken 9 from halfway, slightly right edge. Plays the ball out of dummy half. Luke goes on a bit of a scoop. Sonny Luke, he's done well since deputising for Reid Marnie. Luke's tackled 45 metres out from the Titans line. End of set. Drinkwater with a bomb. It'll be Kenny's to catch. Manchester could have jumped against him there, opted not to, but Kenny catches it. And the Titans have the ball. Yes, Reid Marnie probably expecting him to be back from the concussion protocols in the next week or so. Depends on the nature of just how he's feeling after that knock that he picked up a couple of weeks ago against the Broncos. Titans with it and beyond the 30 on the carry of Arthur Maho, who's now out there. Was it Ho? No, it wasn't. It was Haas. And the referee gives a penalty anyway to the Titans. Cowboys offside. Down to Zane Bojack on the touchline. What are the whispers from the rooms?
Yeah, well, Todd Payton will be upset with that. He said, you just got a bit loose towards the back end of the half. He said he thought the scramble was okay from the Cowboys and the physicality was there, but he said those loose offloads, that's what allowed Titans to get back to the contest. Meanwhile, for the Titans, Josh Hannay said, run harder, tackle harder. He said, just put a bit more intensity in there and trust the system. He said, too many loose passes.
Good on you, Zane. Titans kick downfield. Fasil Mala Awi tackled 40 metres from the North Queensland line. Big Tino has had one of his lower seasons off a very high standard. He had a bit to go through this year, losing his dad and so on and so forth, but he has been such a warrior for this team. Fafita now on the inside line, up towards the 20. Jojo Fafita, that's a good run. He's had a great year playing Origin, of course. Plays it now, 21 out, Brimson to the left, given to Campbell, has a bit of a fumble, catches it before knocking it on, but lost his momentum, and Connor makes the tackle with Luke. Played centre field, 10 metres out, pass to the right through Pascoe onto Moran, given to Brimson to the right edge, but good defence. Laboured coming up there in the face of the ball runner in Paxton. Now back to left and centre field for Campbell. Kicks to the wing. Sami leaps against his man in Burns. Burns crashes down. Sami crashes down. Ball goes over the touchline. Referee's just trying to work out who touched it.
Them Titans.
And
I think the first one's off the Cowboys.
Burns, he was a bit slow to get up. It's definitely not a try.
Contest for the ball.
They're just trying to work out if there's a penalty or... So first touch Cowboys, second touch Titans, I think. White
Just need
landed
to
in the bunker.
determine who gets the first touch and if it's knocked on.
Yeah, both were sort of hands above their heads, and Burns fell awkwardly on
So the
his
ball
back.
touches Braden Burns' hands and goes backwards from that point through his grip. We now need to determine what happens next.
Goes backwards off,
And then
Sami.
Titans knock on in the end goal. We have a decision.
He reached out in vain. Phil Sami, he knocked it on. So no try. I think Burns is okay, Zeno.
Yeah,
Bit nasty.
it was a bit nasty. I tell you one thing, he's very determined to play well tonight because he's a proud Tabagama man from Dubbo, and look, he's an ambassador for My Forever Family New South Wales, which supports First Nations carers for Indigenous children in care. So he was very, very keen to play well tonight, and he's doing his best out there for the Cowboys.
Cowboys with the ball and leading the game by 18 points to 4 early stages second half. And Burns, he had a run there, so he looks okay. Taken out from halfway. Now to the left. Cotter at the line. Gives to Clifford. Dummies and straightens, but into the tackle of Paxton. And Joshua Paxton makes the play defensively for the Titans. Cowboys are 40 metres out in the left. Back to the right for Drinkwater. At the line. Passes right for Purdue. Gives it second man to the edge for Chester. Nicely taken down around the ankles by De Groot. Right edge and 30 out. Last play for North Queensland. Drinkwater decides to run it. He was rushed at. Now he grubbers for the in goal. Well handled by Fafita on the goal line. An awkwardly bouncing ball near his hip, and he controlled it well. Clinton diffuses the danger, and the Titans have got the ball deep in their own zone.
Awkward was the word, Q. It was wobbling all over the place, but he got an A-grade bounce for Fafita straight up into the breadbasket. He was lucky there. That could have got really messy for the right centre for the Titans.
Sami to the 20, and now Kenny chimes in, hits that sort of marker hole with energy. It closed, though, with Lukey making the tackle. Attacking around the ruck now to the right. Brimson gives it on to Fafita. He's dragged down. Jojo Fafita, 12 in from touch on the right. 10 from halfway, and referee G says that's 5 in this set for the Titans. The last play is a deep kick from Campbell. Right boot roosts it to within 15 of the goal line at the other end. Caught going backwards by Drinkwater. He controlled it. Swivels with that momentum. Goes forward and over the 20-metre line before being tackled by the kick chase brigade led by De Groot and also Fermor. Now Burns receives once again. So he shrugged off that awkward landing a moment ago. Another carry for him. 15 in from the right. 15 from halfway when stopped. One man infield to Chester. Tackled 8 metres from halfway. Tommy Chester for the Cowboys. Played to Luke. Given to McKaylee. Down the middle third. Good run. Energetic. Quick play the ball. 45 out. Luke front football. Passes to Purdue. Runs infield. Runs into the tackle of Fermor. And referee G puts his hand up. Last play of the set for the Cowboys there. 35 out. Drinkwater bombs. Looks a bit deep. No, it's coming down in the field of play. Well caught by Kinney. And he's immediately nailed by the kick chase of Clifford. But the bomb diffused right under the black dot.
Oh, he's brave there, Keanu Kinney. Didn't want to jump for it. Kept his grounded feet. And he caught one for his troubles. But yeah, lovely take there from the diminutive little number one.
Quentin Hull, Clinton Schifofsky and Zane Bojack with you for NRL Thursday on ABC Sport. 5 minutes played second half, no change to that score of 3 tries to 1 Cowboys, 18-4 at half-time, and so it remains as Kinney goes to the right. Fafita's got space down the right wing, steps through the tackle of Labour, over halfway, puts the goose step to get past Taulagi, passes infield for Brimson. Brimson's caught by Purdue from behind, only 9 metres from the goal line. He's laying all over him and he's gone for 10. Professional foul, Jackson Purdue.
It's your obligation to get on.
I don't think he's going to be having many argue the point here, even if they are the most ardent Cowboys fan. Why is he staying on the field, Jack? Get off, Jackson.
I think he's arguing that AJ Brimson was holding him down. He's wanting to challenge.
Okay.
A replay here.
So he makes the tackle. Brimson wasn't holding him down. His arms were out open.
Yeah.
Wait.
So Jackson Purdue sent to the sin bin. Are Cowboys fans booing? There's a lot of them here, Zona.
Yeah, there's a lot of Cowboys fans around the Logan, hinterland areas of Gold Coast, can I tell you?
So it's 13-12, Titans with a man advantage. Purdue in the bin, Tino tackled 10 out. Now Moran. Well, the roller coaster might be about to fire up here. Moran's got it. He's held up underneath the black dot. And now the Robina locals. The Titans fans making noise. To the left, Campbell to Kinney. Beautiful ball. Sami equals the record in the corner. Dives and plants it down. Oh, the Donny's good, but so too is Phil Sami. Record equaling try here at the Gold Coast. And it's Cowboys 18, Titans 8, kick to come. And as soon as they had the man advantage, Clinton, the Titans went to the edge to exploit.
Oh, you're a genius, Q. You said he might break the record. Well, he's definitely equalled the record here with his second try for the evening. What a try it was. Great work. But then they just threw it away there, the Cowboys, giving that penalty away, going to the 10 in the bin. Great opportunity. They seen the numbers on the left. They spread it wide. Zono. They found the space. They scored a beautiful try on that left wing.
85 tries. What an extraordinary performance by Philip Sami, joining the great Anthony Don. As Q-Man said, 14 tries for the season. He has been lethal, and he's been playing on one leg. Honestly, he's had that knee injury most of the season, but he just keeps getting it done. Down a man. Can the Titans pile on some points here?
Nice pass from Keanu Kinney too there as well. He threw the cutout pass. He hit the right man. Got him in space.
Jaden Campbell from a metre in from left touch and 23 metres out. Strikes with his right boot. We're right behind it. It fades left at the last moment and misses. So he's 0-2 on the night. Jaden Campbell, which makes it 52 from 67 for the year.
So again, that's huge. As he's missed 2, Drinkwater's kicked 3 for the 3. That makes it an 8-point difference. Massive in the context of this match.
So 85 tries to Anthony Don, 85 tries to the Dragons-bound Philip Sami.
Can he break it tonight? I'm backing him in.
Tonight?
Yeah, tonight. Hat-trick.
Oh, wow.
Here we go.
That'd be the way to do it, wouldn't it?
You know that Philip Sami, he scored 10 tries in his last 9 games. He's been pretty lethal. I'll tell you what, I'm backing him in too, Clinton.
Yeah, good pick up by the Dragons. They don't have a lot of depth or strike in their outside backs, and he'll definitely give them that. Phil Sami.
David Mead third on that list for the Titans with 67 tries.
David Mead.
Yeah.
What a great player he was.
So Labour kicks off for the Cowboys. Right to the goal line, and Tino says, I want to take it back at them, and the co-captain charges almost to the 20. A run of intent from Suamala Awi, first carry of the new set, as, for a moment there, Pascoe thought, I better not throw it, I think my support was overrun the line. So he runs 10 metres himself and makes good of that little error, gets up to the 30. Now Cleese Haas just right of the ruck, and they just lift, you can see their body language. Every time they score the Titans, they seem to just lift a gear. 9 on the game there. there. Now Brimson out in the right edge comes infield, but gets taken down. And AJ to play it for the Titans, 5 metres their own side of halfway. 8 to the Cowboys. Tino's got it, taken down on halfway, and referee G says that's 5. Last play for Gold Coast. Blindside given to Campbell near the Indigenous round logo, and he kicks high and deep. No challenge for Drinkwater other than to catch the ball. No pressure from men chasing, so to speak, and he's tackled 15 from that northern in-goal area. Chester's in a dummy half. No one was blindside, so he goes himself in his easy pickings. 3 there to stop Tommy Chester. 10 in from touch on the right wing side on the 20. One man infield to Burns. And Braden Burns has got it. He's held up, plays it on the 30. Luke passes left and centre field, and almost a line break for Taulagi there. Good run, had the offload waiting, but no one could be there to support him. He takes the tackle. Now McKaylee down the middle third. Good metres gained here from the Cowboys. McKaylee on 5. 45 from Gold Coast line. Last play given blindside to Clifford, who grubbers for the touchline. Or at least grubbers over the touchline. He grubbered for the wing, and it went over the touchline.
That's like old school footy, that.
Well,
kicking for touch.
Which is why I sort of checked my description. Was he grubbering for the touchline?
I reckon he was. Down a man. He just wants to let the team walk up to the line and let them play the ball, and away they go with a set line.
Yeah, good.
Well played. Good game management.
Yep. So, still 6 minutes of Purdue in the bin for the Cowboys. Well, this doesn't help them though. Offside, North Queensland, penalty to Gold Coast. So that little game management there has now been, well, in a sense, erased, because the Cowboys have given the Titans 23 metres with a kick downfield from Campbell.
Brimson's hobbling too, Q. Just monitor him. He was just in the hands of the trainer.
Thank you, Zane. Sami receives and is lifted up and driven back in a strong tackle by Chester and Burns. Sami 5 in from touch on the left and 5 from halfway. Played to De Groot, who passes infield. There's the green helmet of Cooper Bye, who's been injected into the game. So that's the 4 off the bench. We haven't had Elias and we haven't had Ho, so they're not going to play. 2 of the guys who were named in the starting team, because we've had the injection of Pascoe. We've had Morin, we've had Haas, we've had Bye. So that's interesting. No Elias, even though he was named at 7. And no Ho, the second rower, the exciting young man. Titans have got it, 35 from the Cowboys line. Played there to Pascoe. Passes right for Campbell, end of set. Campbell puts up a bomb. It's left that and caught by Drinkwater a couple of metres from the goal line. He's nailed by the tackle of Jojo Fafita. And the Titans will now try and muscle up in the defence as Labert runs infield but can't get beyond the 10. North Queensland with the ball, 28 minutes left in the game. Cowboys lead 18-8 and still 4.5 minutes of Purdue in the sin bin. Burns tackled 15 from his own line. Now give it to Chester. Crashes into the defence and gets to the 20. They're still deep inside their own half here. The Titans, the Cowboys, should I say. Here's to the 30. He'll play the ball. End of set. Clifford boots downfield. From his own 30, a bit of a wobbler, but pretty comfortably taken by Sami on the 20. He was really hoping to throw it to Kinney so he didn't have to run it back, but he decides to run it back anyway and has to wrestle hard to hold on to a ball from a one-on-one attempted strip there from Hill and Lukey. But the Titans have got it. Infield comes Eremia for a run down the middle third. Gets to halfway. Quick play the ball. Pascoe gives to Campbell. And Jaden Campbell almost found a hole. He got dragged down. Plays it 38 metres out. Titans with momentum as Morin bursts down the centre third. He's taken 25 metres from the line in a 2-man tackle of Lukey and Hess. Now Pascoe to the right. Through Campbell to Brimson. Shows and gives the inside line of Fafita. Jojo Fafita 10 post-contact metres before eventually stopped 8 metres out. Pascoe blindside. Brimson gives it. Crash ball line from Paxton. And he's tackled when they ran it on the last. He's tackled short, handover.
Oh, they'll be desperate.
Or did he lose the ball? No, it wasn't the last. It was the second half. It's a handover.
Handover, last play. Not a bad place to finish the set, but they'll be desperate for more points with Purdue still in the sin bin. Yes, that. And
now a penalty, crush a tackle.
Picking back them out of there. Cooper Bye, I think it was.
Yep.
That's actually the Cowboys' first penalty of the night too, Q.
Wow.
Yeah, 5-0. It was before that for the Titans.
Well, that is a gift, and it's on report. Cooper by.
There's not much of that, seriously.
They never instant those these days, but it's the rules.
25 and a half minutes to go.
Not a lot of intensity. There was in the first 10 minutes, but geez, was dissipated quickly here. They need to really lift here, the Titans. They got 2 minutes left of having one-man advantage.
Spot on, Zano.
Cowboys fine touch, 15 from halfway, first carry, gains 8 metres through the services of O'Donnell, my apologies, and 6 more on a ruck infringement, so this gives the Cowboys a trip into attacking territory. McKaylee with the run, now Bateman down the middle third, and John Bateman is held up 38 metres from the Titans line. He'll play it here to Luke, passes left for Clifford, thought of a kick, now runs it to the left to Drinkwater. He runs into the tackle of Bremson and gets put down. Drinkwater 10 in from touch on the left and 27 metres out. Pass back to right and centre field. 1 out run from Ruben Cotter. Put on his deck. Still on that left edge and 20 from the goal line. Luke passes open right to Clifford. Runs out the line. Second man Drinkwater. Second man to Chester. Tries to weave away from De Groot. Classic tackle around the ankle. Stops him. 12 metres out. Blindside on the last. Oh, Burns misreads the play. He went himself and got tackled. That was a brain explosion from Braden Burns on the last. He decides to go blindside himself. He never got close. He was 5 from the line when tackled.
I don't know, Q. I reckon that's not a bad play. You pin them down in that corner, and now they can really up their D and put pressure on them coming out of their own end.
Yeah, you had no idea that was last play, Zano. You had a brain explosion.
Well, gentlemen, I get what... Yeah, there were other options there, but Zane, perhaps merit to the fact there's only 40 seconds of that man advantage left. So I know where you're sort of going with it. Campbell on the 30, we'll never know, unless Braden Burns tells us after the game. Fodawaker tackle, 10 from halfway, 23 and a half minutes left in the game. 18-8 North Queensland in front. Campbell with the kick downfield at the end of the set. So now, well, North Queensland's basically survived that period without Purdue now, except they did concede 1 try right up the front of that 10-minute period. Caught by Drinkwater at the back, and Burns is tackled, and there's, well, a matter of 1 play left before it'll be 13 on 13, and Jackson Purdue can return to the field. He's in front of Usain O.
Yeah, here he comes, the fleet-footed Mackay boy, about to go out in the number 7 jersey.
So back to square, 13 on 13. Taulagi tackled, but they're still only just beyond the 20. North Queensland hasn't made a lot of ground in this set. Bateman receives 1 to the right of the ruck, and he is caught before getting to the 30. Couple of plays left in this Cowboy set. Luke says, let's get some cheap meters out of dummy half. He's been good in the absence of Reed Marnie. He's pushed to the side there, but gained about 7 or 8 on the run. And plays it a dozen from halfway. Last play, Purdue's a distributor. Gives it to Clifford, who puts the right foot to a torpedo punt downfield. It pitches and bends kindly out towards Eremia's ring. And a good kick return. He stopped only 9 from halfway.
Yeah, good field position there for the Titans. A really nice defensive set, but the clock's starting to play against them. 22 minutes remaining, down by 10 points. They just haven't looked likely of making a line breaker, busting them open here, the Titans. So they can chase some points with 22 minutes remaining.
Kenny tackle just beyond halfway. Now give it to Cooper by rolls through. Luke almost. Luke says, help me. And Lukey was there to help him. He was going backwards. Tackled 35 out to the left. Campbell gives it on to Fermor. Tripped up as he runs infield, but not tackled. Gets up, gains another 5. And Fermor eventually stopped only 15 minutes out. Last play, blindside. Campbell tries a grubber. Beautifully controlled at the feet of Chester. He picks it up. It was like a soccer trap. Then he picks up his own work and gets tackled on the 20. Tommy Chester for a moment would have had delusions of grandeur running down the touchline for 80 metres, but the defence stopped him. Now laboured infield and tackled on his own 30. Labour plays the football. Purdue out of dummy half. Marcus not square. He weaves through them. Over halfway. Puts the goose step on to get past Kitty. Beats the Groot. Rugby league in poetry. He is beautiful when he moves. Jackson Purdue scores an individual try at Rapina off the back of pure talent.
There's not many better sights. He's only a young man, but geez, he can run. Top end speed is brilliant. Diabolical defence in and around the ruck, dummy halves. All over, markers all over the shop. Kinney gets beaten cold. De Groot, he's been good defensively. Makes the last ditch effort to bring down Purdue. Just can't get that right leg. Skips away underneath the posts. That'll just about be it, Zano.
Oh, well, I said that, he's fleet-footed. Well, didn't he just show it all then? Kenny had zero chance, neither did the Groot. He is just too quick, this bloke. One of the fastest players they've ever produced, and you've got to think about some of the players that they've had in the past, including Matty Singh, Ty Williams and Hamaso. I mean, they're up there in terms of his speed over 40 metres. He's up there with all of them. So what a player he is. Maybe destined for bigger things next year. Wearing the number 7 at the moment. Dared to come back. Expected to go into that one jersey next year. Watch out then, Clinton.
Yeah, and he owed him from being sent to the bin. He's paid him back as soon as he got out there.
Oh, he was fresh, see? He's ready to run.
Drinkwater converts from straight in front. He's 4 from 4 on the night. Cowboys 24, Titans 8. 20 minutes to go.
He would have some Gatorade and a massage in the sheds. Fresh as a daisy he was.
Well, how do you expect him to go with the one? Because that's the reason why they've let Drinkwater go. They've got to clear the path for Purdue to have the one on his back. How do you feel he's going to go as one of the best we've seen in the NRL?
I think he goes tremendous. He's the type of player that needs his ball, needs the ball in his hands more. It doesn't happen a lot when he's in the centres. When he's playing halfback, he's got to worry about organising. So at fullback, he can just roam and do what he likes. I think that's his position.
Kick-off perfected. Tamalolo first carry. Cowboys 15 from their own line. I'll throw this one at you. He presents as easy pace. His body seems to be moving economically, yet it's quick.
They make you sick, those blokes, when they do it easy like
yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, it's almost like a really good 400-metre runner.
Yeah.
They just get into rhythm so quickly and they can hold that rhythm.
Just do what they've got to do.
Yeah. O'Donnell on the left edge. Cowboys now 5 from halfway on the kick, on the set after the kick-off. Now Purdue passing to the right. Drinkwater has a run, but Campbell, well, he took him down, but the tackle didn't stick. Drinkwater passes to Chester, who runs infield and over the 30. Tackled by Fodawaker, only 26 metres out. Last play of the set off the kick-off. Lukey, that's Luke, should I say, kicks for the corner, and it's batted backwards by Burns, almost to his teammate in Taulungi, but he couldn't pick it up. And now, down the other end of the field, Jalen de Groot runs 60 metres before being tackled. That all happened so very quickly. It was almost a try to the Cowboys. Now, right edge shift from the Titans, 30 out. Fafita gives to Brimson, who tries to get through the tackle out there, but can't. Good defensive shift made by the Cowboys there. O'Donnell. Infield comes, that's only a one-man run of not great consequence there by Paxton. Now to the middle third and fast Suamala Awi straightens it up as the Titans are desperate to get points on here. They're 24-8 behind, 18 to go. Play 10 metres out. Pascoe passes right for Candle, holds it up, gives it to Brimson, catch and give to Fafita. He's taken down one-on-one defensive left edge by the tackle of Labour. Still a couple left in the set, but it's a slow play. Well, they look tired, the Titans. They're not looking likely here. Campbell has to do it himself, and he's tackled. Is there any energy left? Is there a trick for the last play? Blindside. Pascoe to Brimson. Given on to Paxton, but he's got an offload away late, kept alive. Sani passes infield, it's the last. Give it to Brimson, grubber for the in goal. Too big. And the body language never really convinced me, Clinton, that they were going to go anywhere near scoring and try that.
They've had no problems getting in position, getting that field position, but they just sort of lack a bit of control, a bit of class just to put them through that defence. It's letting them down at the last stage.
And fifth tackle options without Zane Harrison. They've been all at sea, and that's the thing with Jaden Campbell playing 6 off Harrison. He was just able to run and do his natural thing. Now he's got to think, and it's just a different Titan side.
Cowboys lead 24-8, 17 minutes to go. It's NRL Thursday on ABC Sport. Griffin Neame takes the Cowboys to halfway. Tamalolo down the middle third. 10 metres on that game for the veteran. Scored the first try of the night. Now left side. Drinkwater. Clifford. Little flat ball, O'Donnell. His ankles are taken. He doesn't give the offload, but plays it quickly. 22 out blind side. Clifford's running there. He's tripped up, but chucks a ball infield. Bounced. Cotter caught it. Gives it to Drinkwater. He's standing on the 20, looking left, looking right. Chucks it right to Lukey, who's dragged down around the ankles by the tackle of Campbell. Last play, Cowboys. Purdue again out of dummy half. Runs at the line. Passes to Drinkwater. Beautiful pass to Reuben Cotter. Rolls over the top of Kinney. And Reuben Cotter scores for the Cowboys. They're now 28-8 in front and look set to bounce back from last week's embarrassment with an important victory on the Gold Coast. Reuben Cotter's third try of the year.
Oh, they bounced back with vigour, Q. They just look twice as fast here, the Cowboys, especially the longer this match goes on. Just breaking tackles, poking the nose through the line, pushing up in support. I think the floodgates are going to open here. Still 15 minutes remaining, but they're out on their feet here, the Titans. Zane Bojack?
Yeah, White Raymond's just having a look here, checking the Griffin Neem as a support runner didn't block out the opposition. I heard Adam G say to White just to have a look at that. So they're just checking that before they pull the trigger and confirm. But can I tell you something? Reuben Cotter celebrates on behalf of Jai Arrow, and it looks like, here we go, we are going to review. I just want to say he's a Boygu Island man, Reuben Cotter, and he's a proud Torres Strait man, and he would have loved scoring that if it's going to be allowed.
So, at the point Reuben Cotter received possession, Griffin Neem is in front of the ball and in between the defender and Reuben Cotter. This denies the defender the opportunity to advance forward directly to Reuben.
No try. Struck from the record or scribbled out of the scrapbook, whatever the case may be. So scoreline remains 24-8. 15 minutes and 23 seconds left. White Raymond confirming what Zano was speaking around on the touchline. On the text, g'day to AM from Balmain. Thank you with your thoughts. He watches a lot of rugby league. He's on a bit of confused jersey watch here. Yeah, it's a bit like that. But the Titans in the dark blue now kick for touch, with the Cowboys in the aqua blue about to defend.
I feel sorry for those on Boygu Island and Darnley Island queue up in the Torres Strait. They would have been celebrating their great man and he's had the try disallowed.
The Zenith Kess Cup, the rugby league fixture in that part of the world. Had the pleasure of going up there one year. It was a pretty amazing experience, teaching the Indigenous broadcasters how to call footy for the local radio station.
Interesting. Zano, Cooper Boy, he's only been out there for 17 minutes. He's just coming off, walking past you. Hooked or injury, or do we know?
Well, I don't think he's injured. I think he's just sitting down and they've said that's enough.
That's enough for you.
I think he's someone you've got to start at 13 and just leave him out there. But anyway, that's just me. What do I know?
Cowboys having to defend here as Kinney's got it out in the left edge for the Titans. Spins away from a tackle. He's 45, make it now 30 metres out on that straightening run and tackled only 28 metres from the goal line. Last play coming up here for the Titans as Pascoe passes to Campbell. Campbell bombs, looking for Sami's wing for the go-ahead try, and the record, no, it's being caught by Burns out there. Clinton was up because he thought he'd break the record tonight, but no, it's diffused by Braden Burns.
He's been their best again tonight, Sami. He couldn't take the catch. Braden Burns got it, but he did the next best thing. Beautiful tackle, got him back into the end goal. They'll get another set of 6. 14 minutes remaining.
Hey, Zano, you're our man from this part of the world.
Yes.
Shane from Mackay reckons the Cowboys colours look close to the old Whitsundays Foley Shield team.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah. I used to watch the Crosspoint Brahmas back in the day, and yeah, I reckon that's about right.
Short kick-off from the dropout and knocked on by the Flying Chester of North Queensland. So Titans will get the ball back. 0467 920 222 in the AFL third quarter. North Melbourne 11-672 lead the Western Bulldogs 8-9-57.
I thought they were a bit darker than that, Q, a bit darker than teal. It was more of a green and yellow, like Australian colours more than the teal, but yeah, that's about right.
11,740 the official crowd. Titan scrum feed 15 out centre field. They need something to happen quickly. Sami receives on the left edge, dragged down by the tackle of Chester and Purdue. 14 minutes minutes to go. North Queensland lead 24-8. Passed infield by De Groot to Campbell. Give it to Fodawaker. Straightening run from the Mo Show as the locals 11 metres out in centre field as Fodawaker gets to his feet. Plays it. Pascoe gives it left for Campbell. Dummies. Runs into the tackle of Cotter. Gets help from Luke. And that pair stop the scheming Campbell 10 metres out. Played to Pascoe, given to the right for Suamala Awi. Tino backs his way into the tacklers and has stopped 6 metres short. Now Pascoe back to the left, gives it to Campbell, on to Kinney. His pass is a flat ball in forward. Was it knocked on? No, held on to just by Fermor. Great tackle though. Puts him down 8 metres out. Last play, Kinney goes blindside, gives it to Groot. Tries to grub it, can't get it into the in-goal area. It ricochets off the boot of a Cowboy and jumped on by Purdue. Cleaned up by North Queensland, and they're doing enough, the Cowboys, to slowly right the ship after they hit a big iceberg last week. They're trying to be bailing out all week, and they're going to be back. I'm not quite cruising, but going in the right direction, you'd think, Clinton. 12 and a half to go, although, watch out. Titans have manned up in defence here, but have given away a penalty. Tao Lungi was 4 or 5 metres into the field of play. They pushed him into the in-goal area. Referee called hell. Penalty goal. Now I'm seeing the colours and my brain's doing tricks on me. Penalty North Queensland.
Yeah, they hit that iceberg and they sunk.
They weren't quite sunk last week, but boy.
Bounce back here tonight. Coach Todd Payne to be pleasantly pleased with their defence. They let in a couple of tries. They've had plenty of the ball too down the opposition's end, the Titans, and they've defended really well.
Kick finds touch on the 30. 10 metres on the first run there of O'Donnell to the 40. Now Tomalolo. Oh, those thighs are pumping. The veteran at 33 years of age gets to halfway, and 6 more coming up for the Cowboys. Ruck infringement, shift to the right. Oh, beautiful pass. Drinkwater puts Lukey through a hole. Lukey palms away from Keanu Kinney, and Helen Lukey scores the coup de grace in the right corner for the Cowboys. And that was just off a simple line break, and poor old Keanu Kinney. It was 1 on 1-1. And it was almost double the size of the man who was coming at him.
You know what it was off? It was off the good old wraparound. Look at Ruben Cotter. Come round me, son. Zeno, you remember that one. Look at that.
Oh, you can't beat the old wraparound and the face ball. That was fantastic.
Oh, that's Wally Lewis at his best.
You used to do that off the scrum back in the day, didn't you, Clint? You were playing for Moranbah.
That's the king, Wally.
Yeah.
Strap Island Shark.
Absolutely. Beautiful work there. Drinkwater hitting Lukey, and Lukey just said, come here, Keanu. See you later, mate. Beautiful palm into the head.
He can play in the centres, that kid. Look at him. What an athlete.
Well, he was in the
Lukey. Wow.
He's in the Queensland squad this year, Clinton. He must be close to getting a call up for Billy Slater's squad if Bill's the coach next year. But I tell you what, looking at that jersey, I've just had a look at the 1971 with Sunday Foley Shield, and you know what? Our texter is just about spot on. It's teal at the top and purple at the bottom. I reckon he's nailed it.
Good old Foley Shield. What a competition it was in North Queensland. As out on the right, Drinkwater with the left boot, curls it around to convert the try. And that's 30 points to 8 with 10 minutes to go.
Played Foley Shield back in the day for Mackay with the Seagulls. Manly colours.
Yeah, the Manly colours.
We did, yeah.
Townsville was the blue and yellow.
Explain, this was basically before the Cowboys came in, and this was the bee's knees of rugby league in that part of the world.
It was amazing. It was amazing competition, and I always remember the battles with Mount Isa.
The Cotters.
Yeah, Cotters, and remember the Daisies?
Daisies.
Frank and Vern Daisies.
Yes.
They were
the scariest men on the planet.
Oh, they could play.
Wow. This is a podcast. We've still got 10 minutes of live football to call you guys, so we might have to do something on that one day.
Christian Wolf on. He grew up in Mount Isa. He knew what it was about, the old days with the Foley Shields.
He's got the boxing tent in Sydney with the Cotters and bashed them.
Tomalolo to the 20, and now Neem up to the 30. North Queensland off the kick-off now to the left. Oh, they've got a taste for it here. Drinkwater passes left edge, and luckily for the Titans, Jojo Fafita's tackle's good enough to stop Labert, but he's 45 from the goal line, and they're back in the attacking half. Now, a show and straighten to get North Queensland. Is that? Yeah, it is Ethan King.
Yeah, it is.
Took me a moment to just double check that he's out there.
He's been outstanding for the Pride in Q Cup.
Yeah, left edge. O'Donnell tackled only 20 metres out, so off the kick-off. The Cowboys are in sniffing distance of another try. Drinkwater has a grubber himself. Kinney fields it a couple of metres from the goal line to survive any further points damage. 9 minutes to go, North Queensland 30, Gold Coast 8, NRL Thursday on ABC Sport.
Young King, he's a fullback traditionally in the Q Cup, playing for the Pride. Drinkwater still in the field, maybe they're playing him in a lock, Zano, in the middle.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
Have we seen Matt Lodge today?
No, we haven't seen him so far.
And I don't think we've seen McIntyre. Oh, no, so what have we? King, McKaylee, Hess and Bateman are the four. So we're not going to see Lodge or McIntyre for the rest of the game. Campbell kicks downfield for the Titans. They got to the 40. Deep kick downfield, 15 from the goal line. It's caught by Drinkwater. Given to Burns, and Burns runs into the defence. Tackle for North Queensland, 15 in from the right and 15 from halfway.
You know, it's interesting, Clinton, in the NRL, if one team sneezes, everyone gets a cold. We saw the Raiders have success with Dane Laurie playing 13. I reckon that's what Todd Payton's doing. He's got Ethan King doing the same thing.
Taulungi up to halfway and tackled. There is Ethan King. Out of dummy half, gives it blindside left. Clifford on to Labert. Well tackled around the ankles by Fafita. Labert plays at 35 out on the left. O'Donnell passes infield from Clifford to Tomalolo. Flat ball to McKaylee. The big props combine, but Thomas McKaylee's held up and stopped on 5, 23 metres out. Oh, alarm bells here for the Titans. It's the last. What do? Run it to the right. Drinkwater with a little kick in behind, which is fielded by Sami. He stays in the field of play just, and is tackled. So the Cowboys just survived as Kinney's rocked by a tackle of Griffin Neame, who rushed out of the defensive line. So good news for the Cowboys that he's back out there. Griffin Neame, having been suspended against the Broncos and didn't play last week against the Roosters. Paul from Wentworth Falls says, "Hi Q, am I on the wacky tobacco? Cowboys are wearing Titans uniforms and Titans are wearing Cowboys jerseys. Go Newcastle." This is Paul from Wentworth. Well, I don't know what you've been doing for the evening, Paul, but regardless, there's a little bit of confusion in that tonight. There is. Campbell kicks downfield at the end of the set. Inside the 40, good kick, and it's a 40-20 because I'm sure Drinkwater put his foot on the touchline. The touchy was having a look. Ref let it go, and Drinkwater returns the kick beyond the 20. Your touchline, Zane.
I reckon he threw it up to you before his foot hit the whitewash.
That was very clever if he did. Clinton, that was our side too.
I reckon he got it right to the touch. He's a long way away, but he backed his call.
Well, nothing going the Titans' way. Well, we'll have to say very good piece of skill from Drinkwater to evade the touchline there. The Cowboys up to halfway, 6 minutes to go. King passed forward to Tomalolo.
Brad is right, he called that. It's Daniel Swash. He used to play a bit of Q Cup for the Burleigh Bears back in the day. Is he ever going to make it as a referee?
The touchy's Daniel Swash.
Yeah, Brad, will he ever make it as a referee?
He's not this yet.
NRL, maybe.
Yeah, Clinton, it's not really good to conduct sort of conversation on radio when one person doesn't have a microphone on.
Oh, so
your radio craft failed you terribly there, Clinton.
Sorry.
I'm playing interpreter like I'm at the United Nations.
Just wait for you to answer me.
Just one of your best, Chop.
5.5 to go. North Queensland's got this one wrapped up, and look, I don't think they would care in any manner of the scoreline as long as the defensive chart has only conceded 2 and they win the game. Yep, that's tick, and that's 12 wins with 4 to play for North Queensland. They've only got 4 games left with a bye to come in their final month. It's Parramatta away. 3 games to play in the last 4 weeks. Parramatta away, then the bye, then home games against the Tigers and Raiders to finish. Cowboys look like they're going to have destiny in their own hands if they want to play finals this year. Titans on the attack. Brimson's on the right edge. He's held up and caught 18 metres out. Last play here for the locals. Fodawaker runs at the line. Gives it to the left. Randall onto Tino. Tripped over, getting through a tackle. Gets up, keeps going, still the last. Neame tackles him, offload given. Fodawaker got it, chucked it out the back. Pascoe had it. It's a mess. He looked left, he looked right. Now he gives it to Kinney. Kinney passes to De Groot. De Groot tackled by Burns, we've got the pass to Sami, and after all of that, Phil Sami is tackled, and it's a handover.
Oh, he's doing his best to get that hat trick and the record.
You know, if the group passes before, instead of taking the dummy, Clinton, I reckon Sami does get the record.
I probably agree with you, Zane. He realised he made a meal of it and then tried to get it to him a little bit later, but it was all too late.
Yeah, alluding to the fact that 2 tries to Phil Sami tonight. He's the equal top try scorer for Gold Coast with 85, joining Anthony Don on that mark. Titans, by the way, Knights in the Hunter next week, and then 3 home games to finish. Sharks, Rabbitohs and Dolphins, all here at Rugby.
Looking at the ladder, Cowboys can definitely get themselves as high as 5th.
At the moment.
I think the top 4's out of reach.
Yeah.
A 5th spot, well and truly.
Well, you've got to look at wins more than premiership points for the teams that get the late buys.
Yes.
Because they do jump up quickly. So at the moment in 4th, Sharks with 13 wins, so this will take North Queensland to 12 wins. Clifford kicks for touch and finds it on the western side. As we cog down here, the roller coaster never really got going again either tonight. It's more than a 1-week maintenance shift. You might have had the 2-day pass, and the roller coaster's closed both days. 30 to 8, 3 minutes to go.
A couple of little spurts there. We thought it was going to fire up, but no joy.
You know, it's interesting. 42 points to 6 last week, and now 30 points to 8. That's not a lot of points scored, and that's a lot of points conceded, isn't it? 72 points to 14 at this stage.
Titans have got the ball. Curtis Moran tackled on his own 30. 11,740 fans in tonight. One of the lower roll-ups for the year. They still do come and watch them play, even though, well, now Tino knocks on out the back. Oh, that was not knocked back. Tino fumbled that forward, and referee G said it went back. Penalty now goes to the Titans.
Braden Burns thought he could strip the ball on the ground. He said no, he'd already put his elbow on the ground. Now they're going to challenge.
So text here says, Zeno, the Whitsunday Foley Shield team that won the comp was dominated by the Collinsville minor players, i.e. Matt Best, who was Bradman Best's granddad.
Oh, how good's that?
Wayne Bullock went on to be one of Wynnum Manly's great players. There you go.
We had some great
players. Initially have possession, the tackle is complete on the ground, and then Braden Burns strips the ball. The challenge is unsuccessful.
2 minutes and 10 seconds left. Stick around, more of your thoughts welcome on 0467 920 222. Zane's interviews as well as Clinton's 3, 2 and 1. Titans fine touch off that penalty kick right on halfway. DeGroot takes the tap, gives to Campbell and then on to Tino. And Fa'asua Mala'awi down the middle third, and 45 metres from the goal line he's attack. He still takes 3 men to stop him late in the game. Played to Pascoe, give it a Fodawaker. And elevated to co-captaincy mid-season. He's taken 35 metres out. Blindside Pascoe to Brimson. Brimson's pass is knocked on by Moran on the right edge. And this is getting frayed now with 90 seconds to go. Around the grounds in the AFL, North Melbourne 12-7-79, lead Western Bulldogs 10-9-69. So the Kangaroos lead the Doggies by 10 points at three-quarter time there.
Frayed. It's a very good describing word. Q, I like that one.
Frayed?
Frayed. It has been very frayed.
Got any others on the use? Disjointed?
Loose.
Scrappy.
Like our commentary.
Loose.
I thought we've been pretty tight until the last 15 minutes when the contest was gone, Zane. Well, at least we're not from like our texter, Paul from Newcastle. He's questioning whether or not he's on the weird stuff.
I have no idea what that is, Bill.
Just against the halfway. Thank you, Bill. Reference to the Oval Office. Here goes Neem. He's tackled and pushed back a couple of metres.
I did not inhale.
30 seconds left. We need the hooter to save us, let alone the players here. McKaylee goes forward and he's tackled 30 metres out. Cowboys might get one more try here. McKaylee plays the ball. It's given to the left for King to Tumbalolo to Clifford. Oh, nice little feed on the left edge to O'Donnell, but he's taken down by the tackle of Brimson. 10 seconds left. Cowboys a dozen out. Clifford proceeds middle of of the park, passes to Drinkwater, little no-look give to Lukey, he's knocked it on, and somewhat fittingly, that's the last play of the game. Loose, ragged, frayed. Cowboys fans don't care. In a sense, I reckon Todd Payton won't care, because after the embarrassment of 7 days ago, North Queensland, for the time being at least, returns to the top 8, returns to respectability, shows its hand as one of the players in this 2026 premiership. The Titans once again go down at home. North Queensland records its 12th win of the season. The Cowboys have won it by 30 points to 8. Tries to Tamalolo, Clifford, Lukey, Purdue and Lukey in that order. So 2 tries for Heilum Lukey. Purdue, Clifford and Tamalolo the others. Drinkwater a perfect 5 from 5. For the Titans, Sami scored the only points. 2 tries. Jaden Campbell couldn't convert either. And as mentioned, that takes Sami to 85 career tries for the Titans and equal with Anthony Don. 18-4 half-time, 30-8. All done. Zane's out there on the prowl. Will stay close. Interviews coming shortly. Woohoo! Up the Cowboys, says Joy from Ipswich on the text 0467 920 222. Chatting to patrons through the window of the broadcast box here. It's great that it's open and we can be close to the fans. Chock, but you've got to tell us how the game. Well, hold on. Straight down to Zane. He's got the flying man with him.
I have. He's got the headset on too. I reckon he's looking forward to a question from Clinton Shevkovsky. Moranbah's not too far from Mackay. Now, Jackson, I've got to ask you. You got sin bin. You came back on and you ran through about 13 Titans. How determined were you to make a difference after you spent 10 minutes on the sideline?
Yeah, I was pretty filthy out myself. Let the boys down for 10 minutes, and it was a bit of a grind there. So I think, I went off at a really important time. So when I come back on, I just wanted to get my hands on the footy and help the boys out a bit.
What was the focus this week? Because everyone's been talking about the 82 points. I know you can't turn back time and change that, but how determined were you as a group and as an individual to get the job done tonight?
Yeah, obviously last week hurt a lot. But, footy's footy, and you always got the next week to come back out and show you what you got. So we were so keen to come out here on Thursday night footy again and rip in against the Titans. And, we got to run home for the finals now. So, that's what we're looking for, and we're ready to go.
All right, I'm going to throw it up to you, boys. You got a question for Jackson?
Jackson, mate, playing in the halves at the moment, what is your favourite?
Better than last year, so I feel like I'm fitting in a little bit better. I still got a lot to learn and a lot of growing to do, but I'm having fun playing half. And next year, so I don't know where I'm going to be playing yet, but I'll be happy to play anywhere.
And it's Quentin Hull here, Jackson. A non-related question to rugby league, but I see you run. We've just come off the Commonwealth Games. What's your best time for 100 metres, Jackson?
I wish I could tell you. I honestly don't know. I've never really done it, so I got no idea, to be honest.
Do you reckon you'd be pretty slick? I mean, obviously, we describe you as having easy pace. Is that something that's always been a part of your athletic build-up?
I don't know. I think it's the long legs that sort of help me get going. I'm not too sure. I haven't really done too much training, but it's something I really want to actually get into, in the off-season. Just try to fix little techniques part, and, I can really focus on it, I reckon.
Well, watch out. You might get quicker. One more from you, Zano.
I just want to ask you, in terms of the rest of the season, some say it's a soft draw. You've got a bye, you've got Para, you've got the West Tigers and the Raiders. Do you feel like that gives you an opportunity to get into the top 8 and give yourself a chance of playing finals?
Yeah, it definitely does. But again, it's NRL. There's no really easy games in NRL. Any team can show up on any day and put points on you. So we got a lot to fix. I think tonight's 2 points, but I think we're scrappy in some areas. We really could have really choked him to death at the end, but I don't think we got the opportunity to do it. So there's a lot to work on, but the boys are confident we can do it.
Well, I reckon Lockie Kennedy's just quaking in his boots at the thought of having to take on you, Jackson Purdue. Thanks so much for chatting to us. Best of luck next week in Sydney.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
One of the young stars of the game. Great work, Zane Bojak. To think he's only 20 years of age, and already this is his 53rd game in the NRL.
He's an impressive young man too. He's intelligent, articulate, speaks well. Good style of a young man too. So what a bright future he has.
Pam from Cairns sends a question on the text. She said, I missed the reason Purdue was sin bin. Basically, it was a professional foul lying down on the ruck, holding up AJ Brimson, who'd made a line break.
Got into the backfield, huh?
Yeah, and that's sort of why he got sent to the bin. Back to you, Zane.
Well, one of my favourite players, I don't know whether it's going to take me a little while to get used to seeing you in a Dragons jersey next season, but Phil Sami, while you've been here, you know how to score tries, 85 career tries with the Titans, and you equal the great Don, Anthony Don. What's it like for you to actually achieve that moment?
Yeah, I think it's definitely something I'm going to look back later on in my career. Obviously a bit disappointed that we didn't come away with the win, but to have a record like that, it does mean a lot. I've been here 10 years and it is my last year here, so just soaking it in and, grateful that I got to put myself in that position, and I think my boys will be pretty happy about that, so yeah.
They'd always be proud of you. There's no doubt about that, Phil. Now, tell us about this knee, mate, because it's got more strapping on it than a mummy. How are you getting yourself up every week?
Yeah, mate, I've been a bit busted these last couple of weeks. I think it's the first time in my career where I've played 20 straight games, and I'm obviously feeling it a bit now, but obviously that's a part of rugby league. Got to get up for it every week, and just nailing the little things, and just grateful that I get to come out here and soak it in with all these boys for the last year. So yeah.
Zane Harrison missing this week. How big of a blow was that to the side?
Yeah, definitely a big blow. Obviously, you guys seen how good he is for us and what he does for our team with his organisation and all of that. So we definitely missed that tonight. And he's a young kid. He'll bounce back and he'll be good for this club moving forward.
I'll quickly throw it up to Quentin Hull and Clinton Shivkowski for a couple of quick questions.
Clinton Shivkowski here, Phil. Congratulations on your form. I think you've been the Titans' best player all season. Off to the Dragons next year, mate. Are you looking forward to that move, no doubt?
Yeah, for sure, mate. Obviously, at the start, it was a bit sad because, I've been here for, a long time and I've got a lot of best mates here. But looking at it now, I honestly can't wait. I think the change will be good for me and my family. It's probably something I need in my career. And obviously, you can see all the new signings they have. And definitely looking forward to it. And I can't wait to work hard under the youngie and meet all the boys.
You'll love it down the Gong, mate. They're a little bit like the Gold Coast.
Yeah, I know, definitely.
Beautiful spot.
Yeah.
And Phil, Quentin Hull here, just a quick one. As much as you've got the new horizon coming, you've been around this place for a long time. Last couple of weeks have been tough, but we feel like despite only 6 wins, steps have been made this year. What's the first year under Josh Hannay felt like for you?
Yeah, obviously, like you said, the results haven't gone our way, but I definitely feel like within the four walls you can feel something's changing here, and you got Josh Hannay, Sats, and all the new coaching staff. I definitely believe they're heading in the right direction next year and in the years moving forward. And I wish them nothing but the best, and I know they're in good hands.
Thanks for your time, Phil, and congratulations on joining the great Don. 4 starts to get past him. Hopefully you can get your own record there.
We're backing you in, mate.
Yeah,
you got it easy.
Appreciate it.
Phil Sami down with Zane Bojak on the touchline. 30 points to 8, the final scoreline for North Queensland over Gold Coast. Scotty from Camden texts 300-metre times for NRL players. I have a vague memory of a 100-metre sprint event on grand final day with the quickest of the non-playing sides in the 80s, maybe. Yeah, I reckon you were talking about this, was it last year or the year before? The NRL was thinking of putting up some big type of cash prize to make it a legit race on grand final day. I think that'd be a great idea. I reckon if the game says, righto, here's 50 grand, winner take all for 100 metres on grand final day.
The number might have even been 100 grand.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Well, why don't they do it?
Yeah, I think it's all the other teams apart from grand finals.
And you wouldn't do it at half time.
No.
I reckon you'd do it.
You can really make an event before.
No, or
even a week leading up.
And the logistics of it all, you know how they have to try and set up the entertainment after the NRLW grand final? I reckon just after the presentation of the trophy, you sort of have the race while they're starting to get the roadies to, set things up for the retired players and all that stuff that they do.
If you flash the cash, the boys would get on the start line.
So, winning and losing, back to you, Zane.
I don't know whether this bloke could go any good in the 100 metres, but I tell you what, if it was bench pressing 100 kilos, I reckon he could do it pretty easy. Jason Taumalolo, what about that? You got off the duck for this year, and I think you got off the duck for the last 4 years.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I crossed the white line, but anytime I get to, I'm happy about it. But happy to get the win back in the winner's circle after last weekend's showing. So yeah, that's obviously the only positive we'll take out of tonight.
You've been there for over 300 games, Jace. You know the good times, you know the bad times. Where do you rate last week's performance and then the reaction from the community as to, the performance, given that until then you're in the 8?
Yeah, obviously last weekend wasn't good enough, but the Cowboys fans are always loyal, and it just wasn't good enough football from a professional point of view, and obviously us players take responsibility for that, and the only way we can do that is come out tonight and play well, and I thought we did that, and obviously had the long week, had the weekend to think about the game, and obviously the boys turned up ready to train on Monday morning, and the rest, the first session set up the momentum going into tonight's game, and we knew we wanted to play well and get the confidence back, so that's a step in the right direction.
You're one of the few Cowboys that knows what it's like to hold that trophy up. You know defence is a big part of it. Can you still contend this year, even though you have had that big score put against you?
Yeah, obviously we're still a chance to make the 8. So obviously in the finals, football, anything's possible. And I've been part of those games where we just scraped the 8 and we went all the way to the grand final. So obviously I know what's needed to be there in the first weekend of October, and we still got a few more weeks to get things right. Obviously September's around the corner, but in saying that, we don't have many chances to practice and defend well, and we really need to work on that. And I thought tonight was obviously a step in the right direction defensively, but in saying that, we still got stronger teams to play against, and that's when we really get to see where we're at.
All right, final question. I'll throw it up to Quentin Hull and Clinton Shifkowski for one.
Hi, Jason. Clinton Shifkowski here, mate. Your little halfback, Tommy Dearden. Any signs when he'll be back on deck for you guys?
No idea, mate, but he's been running, so he started running this week, and he's obviously taking his time, and not trying to rush back, and obviously aggravating the injury. So it's kind of a unique injury, nothing I've heard of over my last 300 games, and obviously Tommy's a real big key in the way our offense and defense are and who we are as obviously a club. So when he's ready, and when his body's ready and allows him to be back, we'll happily have him, and hopefully we set ourselves up in the 8 and make a strong case come September. But for now, we can only focus on next week, and we do our part while Tommy's recovering and trying to get himself ready to come back and play football.
And I'll just jog your memory, Jason, it's Quentin Hull here. That last try was in the elimination final at Shark Park in 2022 when Val Holmes kicked you home in the extra time game.
I also know the stuff that was being said after the game towards us from the crowd too. So memorable night, and hopefully create more memories if we get there September.
Thanks for your time, Jace. Well played.
Thanks, guys.
What an icon he is of the North, Jason Taumalolo, the most capped Cowboy.
Can you remember when he first came into grade? He's really shy and wouldn't do interviews, and he speaks really well now, doesn't he? It's good to see.
Well,
he's evolved.
Not just footballers, they're kids, they're teenagers when they start. They become young men, and then they become dads and so forth. It's amazing. 30 points to 8, North Queensland over Gold Coast. The winning and the losing of it, Chock, plus your 3-2 and 1.
Yeah, they flew out the blocks, didn't they? The Cowboys, and Titans scrapped and scrambled and tried to get themselves back in it, but they just outclassed here tonight. He was outstanding. Jason Taumalolo, who Zane just interviewed. Jackson Purdue had some classy moments, but they just need to get back on an even keel, the Cowboys, and they did it quite well there tonight. Got a favourable draw coming home, so they set themselves up, even though they had 82 points scored against them in one game, to possibly end up in the top 6, which is amazing. But once you're there in the finals, who knows what can happen.
It's probably they're going to have to win one extra game to finish that little bit higher on the ladder now, with that damage to their points differential.
We had a quick look at it. They could finish as high as 5th.
Well, they win all.
Yeah, which
the
is
next
crazy.
3, Parramatta away.
Yep. Tigers.
Are they favourites in that one?
Yeah, it's touch and go.
And then, they'd be favourites for their last 2 games at home against the Tigers and the Raiders.
I reckon the Raiders might nearly need to win that one to maybe sneak into the 8, so they'll have a bit to play for as well. But it's all very intriguing. 3-2 and 1.
Yes,
you want them? Okay.
You can give notable mentions as well if you'd like.
Notable mentions.
Or just go with the votes.
Jackson Purdue did some really good things. Probably just didn't do enough to get some points. My 3 points goes to Scott Drinkwater. Kick 40-20, set up tries. He was in everything. He's X Factor. They're going to miss him next year. Hopefully Purdue can step up, and I think he will in the number one. But yeah, he's a talismanic player, Scott Drinkwater. 2 points, Elam Lukey. We joked in the call he could play in the centres. I did reckon he could. He's so athletic. Got a couple of tries. The second one was spectacular. He's a rep player of the future, no doubt at all. 1 point goes to Jason Taumalolo, the man we just interviewed. 167 metres carrying the footy. He's only out there for 42 minutes. He had 67 post-contact metres. Scored a beautiful try too, where he ran over the top of poor old semi-Verrills from about 2 metres out.
3 to Drinkwater, 2 to Lukey, and 1 to Taumalolo. There's Clinton Chifovsky's votes for you, as North Queensland bounced back from last week's loss to the Roosters with a 30-8 victory over Gold Coast. So the Cowboys now 12 wins, 9 losses, and that points differential did bump up a bit tonight. So they've won by 22. Now I'm in trouble. Quick maths is not my best. Minus 76. They're minus 76 now. The Cowboys. Titans with 6 wins, 14 losses for the year, and they've still got 4 games to come. Next week it's the Knights in the Hunter, and then 3 games at Robina to finish. This backloaded home schedule a factor, because of the Asian Cup that was here early in the season. So it's Sharks, Rabbitohs and Dolphins to finish. What are you looking at?
Yeah, that differential's going to absolutely kill them.
Yeah, because the Dogs are minus 44, and they're the ones that might be shuffling around the same position. And then even if they get to sort of the same amount of wins as the Knights and the Dolphins,
Rabbitohs,
they're all like plus 60, plus 90.
Yep.
So
they're not turning that around. That's absolutely killed.
Yeah, so it was not just a lost game. It was almost 2 losses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
As far as the
League 3,
the seedings on the ladder is concerned, but they win all. If they win their next 3 games, you'd think that 15 wins gets you 5th or 6th.
Oh, absolutely. But it was an insane.
That's a home eliminator.
I said 1935 was the last time there was that many points.
And Canterbury Bankstown's first season.
That's unbelievable.
In all relevance of matters, it was the biggest score conceded in the NRL.
Massive anomaly, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It probably won't happen again for another how many years?
Oh, don't say that. These things can happen in weird clumps. So let's have a quick look towards tomorrow night's games, Clinton. So a quick preview of Warriors versus Penrith.
Could be the
be at Mount Smart tomorrow. That's the 6 o'clock game.
How much do you reckon people are scalping tickets for that game?
I don't know.
Jeez. People over there selling their kids trying to get tickets for that game.
Who's going to win?
I'm going to tip the Warriors.
Really?
There you go. Yes.
You're on the Waz?
Yeah, I'm on the Waz.